Good morning, my crazy people. And I'll do one better, Kevin. I'm early, bitch. How do you like that? I hope everybody's having a good Saturday morning. What? Bam! Time to wakey wakey. Yeah, I did have my alarm set, and I did wake up on time. I I didn't get to sleep until about 6 o'clock this morning, so I was sleepy. Good morning, TG, who is toilet water first thing this morning because at 4:45 a.m. she putting banana poops in my chat. And good morning, Irene, and good morning, Papa. Good morning, Kevin. Not much going on. I don't have any rants. Had fun last night at the After Dark show. After Dark. It was on Tania's channel. Um, a good time was had by all. It was fun. I will be doing an unboxing during my show. Probably about the 1 hour mark or so. I have to be awake enough to get into the wheelchair, and the packages are in the other room. I didn't have a hand free to bring them in yesterday, so I gotta go get them. But trying to get into the wheelchair when half asleep can be a bit dangerous. So I'm gonna wait until I wake up all the way. On a good note, I do not have to go and wait for the neighbor today. I still have cigarettes, so I have a couple of packs left. So no waiting for the neighbor today, and no lecture from the neighbor today. Yeah, I'm just kind of a general chat this morning. I don't have anything to rant about that I can remember anyway. Um, but I have two things to open up. I have an envelope from D. Scott, who sent me a present, and I have my box from Robin, which I know what that is. Well, I know what both of them are, but I'm so excited. Yay! I wish my camera was better because, my camera sucks. But so I start early and nobody says anything. Nobody's talking. Talk. Talk, 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 talk. It's called a chat for a reason, people. And while I'm remembering to do this, I'm going to pop the link in the chat. Otherwise, I'll forget. I don't want to forget. So there it is. Still haven't heard from my landlord. My first text message that I sent him to have him come check the pipes under the house apparently didn't go through, and that's why he didn't respond to that. But then I sent him another one on the day before yesterday. I sent it later at night, and it went through. He read it because it's marked as read. Never replied to it. I didn't hear from him all yesterday, so I have no idea. But he said did come through helping me with the bill, but he's got to come check those pipes because I'm not going to have the help with it next month. But if it's still leaking, my bill is going to be huge. So I don't know. It's not like I can get under the house and check myself. You know what I mean? So I don't know. So what, y'all just popped in early, said hi in my chat, and then evacuated? What's up? Oh, you're making lunch. It's always about food with you, TG. Damn. Morning, Darlene. Called Metro Access for an estimate on a November trip. It set you up on a trip for this morning at 7 a.m. Huh. Yeah, it's nice when they pay attention, isn't it? It's like, no, this is October, lady. Morning, Jen. It is chilly in my room. When I went out in the other part of the house last night to take care of the dog, get something to eat, and all that, it was like 80 something degrees. And then I was wondering why I was sitting in my room sweating. I'm like, why is it so hot? And yeah, so I turned the AC on, and I never went out to turn the heat on for when it cooled off last night. So I was cold. It's a bit chilly. And crafting while playing with grandson. That's cool. Very cool. You have to work on a Saturday? That sucks. Well, I appreciate you popping in to say hello. Just stay and chit chat for a little while. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what it is outside here today, but my room feels like it's in the 50s, lower 60s. Outside it is currently 55. So, yep. Yeah, 55. Not cold enough for me to put my hoodie on, but chilly. It's a bit chilly. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to get the packages from Robin or D. Scott until today, actually, and I opened my front door yesterday afternoon. I do that to let my neighbor know I'm alive. So while I'm putting the dog out and everything, the front door's open. So if they look over at the house, they see the doors open, they know I'm moving around. And there were packages in front of my door. I'm like, what the hell? So I was like, yay. Which is weird because with everything, it's been late. Everything's taking longer to get places now, and mine got here a day early. It's odd. But at least they put it close enough to the door that I could use the grabber and get it into the house. Bye, Darlene. Have a good day. I hope work goes well. And I have been getting the notifications that, my StreamYard is expired kind of thing. So I'll be on the free program, so it won't be a longer live. I might actually do a shorter live this morning. I'm not really sure. But it won't be longer than 3 hours because I want to be able to do lives until the 3rd of November, when hopefully I will have enough money to pay for the StreamYard. Hopefully. I don't know what my electric bill is yet. Hey, Papa.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Finally got all my pills down. I thought I could maybe talk now.
Cool.
Yeah, that was weird. I specified to her when I called, I says, I don't need this trip until November. I just need an estimate because it's a longer, 4 times as long a trip as I normally take.
Yeah.
I just needed to know how early they were going to pick me up for what time I needed to be there. Boom, this morning. Bam, 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 bam. Jeez.
I just love it when people know how to do their job,
Yeah. Either that or when she typed it in, she didn't know how to type it in the computer to get the estimate.
Yeah.
I guess she forgot to cancel what she had put in, so I don't know.
Well, hopefully you don't have to pay for all that.
Oh, no.
Well, that's good. That's good. So did you have fun last night?
Yes, I did, actually.
The After Dark shows are always fun, and the auction that was before that was pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I was really busy yesterday, with Susanna yesterday morning, and then Hemlock's auction, and then
It's a cascade effect. Once you go on someone's panel, it seems that you're on someone's panel all the time.
yeah. Well, I'm kind of working into that. Maybe trying to sharpen my mod skills.
Mm-hmm. You did good when you covered for Wes last night. You did good.
Yeah, I still not as fast as Rhonda, but
not many people are.
my reselling is kind of come to a screech because I still don't have no way to get to the post office to take packages to send off. So,
well, the post office can come to your house and pick stuff up.
I've talked to them. They will not come to my apartment to pick up.
Huh, that's weird.
I guess because if it's an apartment complex or something, I don't know. They will not pick up.
Well, they suck then.
So maybe I can find a good, reliable neighbor that could take packages for me.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because I really need to start selling some of this stuff. I guess I've got probably 200 pounds of jewelry.
Damn.
So most of it's ready to sell, and half of it was for repurpose. So
now, is it costume jewelry or?
Yes, costume. I have some sterling, but very little.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't work too much with costume jewelry. I work with precious metals and things like that.
Well, I've been buying a lot of it. I've been using just to reuse different pieces off of it.
Yeah.
Buying lots of natural stone beads and stuff for building new jewelry. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I use natural stone and I use glass mostly if I'm doing like beading or whatnot.
Yeah.
And with my soldering, I use sterling, copper, sterling filled, gold filled, and I do the filled because it's less expensive than the solid. And it's harder to solder because you have to be really careful not to melt the coating off it. But filled metal lasts longer than plated,
Yeah.
And it will give people a less expensive option and still have the option of having the actual metal. So, because for people like, that are on a budget or have little to no budget, but still want something pretty to, make themselves feel better, want to get somebody a gift, but don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
They'll be able to get something that's a quality piece that will last a while, but it's not full metal price. So.
Once I get my building skills built back up too, I mean, it's been several years since I've actually done any jewelry designs, but I'll be buying, I've got a local company here in Austin where I can get sterling silver and gold wire, both. So.
That's always a good connection to have.
But I got to get some of this costume stuff sold to have money to buy the sterling and gold.
Yeah. I don't work with costume jewelry. I really have no use for it. But Jesse Clear Thrifts has sent me 2 boxes full of he just grabs handfuls of the jewelry that he finds in storage units and dumps them in a box and sends them to me, usually with a sex toy in it. We call it #cockmail.
Right. Good old Jesse.
I love Jesse. He's so funny. Um, so it from what I've been able to see, because I don't really have the room to go through the boxes completely, but from what I've gone through, most of it seems to be intact. Hey, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Um, so they're wearable pieces. So I will.
Has he ever snuck any good sterling in there?
I did the first box he sent me. I did. My mouth is not awake yet. I did find a sterling silver herringbone chain. It's
Yeah.
I believe it's a 16-inch. It doesn't have the clasp or the jump ring on it, but I have, sterling jump rings and clasps, so
Yeah.
I could put another one, and it's perfect. It's in perfect shape. There's no kinks in it or bends or anything. So
That's easy to fix. So yeah.
yeah, it's a simple fix. So I was like, oh look, sterling. And there's a few natural stone pieces. That same box has the cord on it is no good. It was a leather cord, but it has this little sterling or a little stone donkey on it.
Ah,
It's like an agate
yeah.
carved donkey, and I'm like, oh, look at the wee little donkey. It's so cute. I'll probably actually keep the donkey and just put it on my shelf with my other carved stone
Yeah.
because it's adorable, and you don't. It's unusual. I've never seen a little carved donkey.
No, I haven't either.
Yes, Kevin. Cockmail. Hashtag cockmail. So I'll probably keep the little donkey, but so when I'm able to start selling and doing things like that, I'll probably do some jewelry jars, because I've got enough that I can probably do 4 or 5 smaller jewelry jars.
Yeah. Yeah, I got oh God, was it? It's been over a year ago. I bought a what was supposed to be a 2 pound bags of craft lot jewelry, broken pieces.
Yeah.
With a lot, there's supposed to be a lot of sellable stuff in there mixed, and it ended up being 10 pounds total.
Wow.
And 99% of it was garbage. It's just, I threw it straight in the trash. It wasn't even worth putting in a craft lot. So needless to say, I don't buy from that person anymore.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first box Jesse sent, I think, weighed like 17 pounds. My Isa brought it in for me, John's widow, and the postal worker that delivered it, because it came through the post office, had just put it at the very top of my steps. Like they didn't want to carry it any further, so they took like 1 or 2 steps up the stairs and just put it at the top of the steps.
Jeez.
So she was facing the stairs from the porch when she went to pick it up and almost sent herself down the stairs because she didn't expect it to be that heavy because it's a small box.
Yeah.
But it was heavy as hell, yeah. I was like, yeah, you might want to be careful picking up packages that come to me.
All right.
So that, and I told my son what was in it. So then every time I got a package, he's like, here, you got more cock mail, and here's your schlong mail. Thanks. Boy. But it kept him from opening my packages, so that was a good thing.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
excuse me.
No problem. I've been doing the same thing this morning. Oh yeah. So I am making progress getting stuff out into the living room. And apparently my mom told me that my aunt is planning on coming here with her one day, which should be interesting because my aunt hasn't spoken to me in about 7 years.
Oh.
Well, my mom, I love my mom, and my mom has helped me out so much, and I'm very grateful. So don't anybody think I'm not appreciative, but my mom tends to talk a lot of shit. Yeah. She likes to play the victim when she talks to other people in order to generate sympathy for herself.
I know that type.
So whenever my whole family blackballed me because of my mom. And I don't think she realized that she did it, but she'd be like complaining about, John being a jerk, and I never have any money, and I've had, because the past 20 years, well, the first 10 years I did ask her for a lot of financial help because it was bad. And like we were on the verge of losing the house and this, which we did eventually lose. But, she did bail us out a lot. And, but she constantly complained, even though I'd try and pay her back, small amounts at a time. I'd go to hand her money and she wouldn't take it. She'd be like, no, you need your money. Don't worry about it. But she wouldn't tell people that I tried to pay her back. So
Right.
everybody just thought I was this big mooch. Nobody wanted to talk to me. They were all afraid I was going to ask them for money, which I never, ever did. So my aunt and my uncle that moved down here from Massachusetts, they just didn't associate with me at all. I would see them at holiday dinners at my mom's before I wasn't allowed to go there because of my daughter. And then my aunt had when my uncle died, I wasn't even allowed to go to the memorial service, nothing. And I thought that was pretty shitty because I grew up in basically it was split between my house and my grandparents' house, and my aunt and uncle lived with my grandparents. So, I mean, they grew up kind of as second parents to me. So to all of a sudden be blackballed like that, it hurt, and when my uncle died, and my mom's like, oh, they're not even having a memorial, a funeral type of ceremony, memorial or anything. And I'm like, it didn't sound right. And I actually looked it up online, and sure enough, there was a memorial at my aunt's house. And I'm like, I shouldn't have looked it up because that made me feel worse that I wasn't allowed to go.
Yeah.
So now she told my mother, I can't even imagine what my mother's been telling her, but my aunt is apparently going to be coming with my mom to help move the boxes that are in my room, the boxes and totes, to move them into that storage room. And she's going to bring her the dolly, or hand truck, as people in the South call it. Up north, we call it a hand dolly. Down in the South, they call it a hand truck. And, that way there won't be as much lifting because there's no way, I mean, I can't lift this stuff sitting in the wheelchair. Some of these things are heavy. A lot of it will probably have to be reboxed, or taken out in increments and then reboxed when it gets in the room or something.
Right.
But my mom's like, that'll be so much easier. Yeah, you still got to lift the boxes in order to get them on the hand truck. So should be interesting. But she's like, your aunt says she has some things for you, and I can't imagine. So I don't know. I'm kind of scared about that. I'm like, I know she supposed to be giving me a 6-foot folding table, like a craft table type of thing, or the tables you take on picnics and for like flea markets and garage sales and shit like that. You have those folding tables, and it's 6 feet long, which is cool because it gives me more surface space in my work area. And that works for me. So I'm looking forward to that. If I can get the damn dresser and the stupid recliner out of my living room that's not supposed to still be there. My kid, I tell you. I did get to see my son last week.
Cool.
When he had packages sent to my house, and he came and got the one off the porch and didn't even tell me he was here. Morning, Susanna.
Hi, Susanna.
Yeah, Jen, I agree. It is. It's, and she doesn't realize she does it, she's always been like that. And no matter who it was about or whatever, if she thinks somebody did something that can give her attention. I learned when I was in high school that my mom kind of liked to play the victim. So, but yeah, so my son shows up and then messages me later and said, hey, I grabbed my package off the porch. He never even knocked to say hello. I'm like, nice. But the second package that came, I grabbed it off the porch and then messaged him and let him know it was here. And he showed up at 12:30 at night. And he's like, I'm on my way. I'm like, oh, crap. So I had to go back out there and wait for him because I didn't want him climbing through a window or anything at 12:30 at the night because I didn't feel like dealing with cops. And my neighbors, keep an eye out for me. So if they, didn't recognize him and they see him going through a window or something, that's all I needed. So I went out and waited for him, and he'd just gotten off of work. So he was actually in a decent mood. He wasn't grumbly or You know, he actually spoke full words to me.
Well, that was nice.
I know, I was shocked.
Makes you wonder, was he wanting something?
No, he just wanted to make sure that, if he had anything else delivered to me, that he'd actually be able to get it. So he didn't say when he was coming to take care of his stuff, So, and he didn't give me a chance to ask because he had just gotten off of work. Kevin asked a question of high importance. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kevin. I missed it.
Yeah, something about booby mail.
Is there boobies mail? Not so far, Kevin.
I did get some booby mail a while back. I bought one of the lots I bought had a pair of earrings that resembled a pair of boobs with a beaded underwire underneath them.
Huh. Interesting.
So that was close.
Although I think that Amber had some of the fake ones, that
Oh yeah,
cross-dressers wear or whatever.
oh yeah,
So, if you order them from Amber, Kevin, you'll get booby mail.
yeah, Kevin. Just hit up Amber. She can fill you up.
Amber has everything, just about
Whatever
everything.
size you need.
I love the After Dark shows. They're so fun.
Oh, it is. All of their shows are just hilarious.
It is. And it's so funny to have people that come in and they're like, oh my God, what have I just walked into? And it's like, did you not know what this was when you clicked on it?
Yeah, I think the first time I ever watched one of the After Darks, Amber had a TB League doll, which a lot of the gamers and stuff use to make their characters display on their shelves. It's a lifelike doll. They're like,
Yep.
I think 12 inches tall. And I bought that from her and I resold it for double what I paid for it. So
Nice. Hey, my hotness. How's Bug feeling?
Amy.
Yeah, she's got some, and the prices are amazing because, if you buy through retail, the things that Amber sells would be a whole lot expensive. It'd be difficult to be able to afford them for normal people. And let me tell you, that someone is a good friend when they're at the After Dark show and they buy you a present.
Well, I used to have female friends back when I worked in the cab company back in the 90s that wanted toys but did not want to go to that type of store.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll go get it for you. I didn't have a problem.
Hotness, I'm so glad he's better. Yay. And you're welcome. Her son is feeling better. He had COVID.
Yay.
He on that up good. Yeah. A lot of men and women are actually hesitant about going into a sex shop, and I've never really had that problem.
It doesn't bother me.
I've never had a problem talking about it or going in the stores or anything like that. My oldest daughter had a problem with it. She's like, I'm not going in there. Yeah. And John had a girlfriend at one point that didn't want to go anywhere near the store, but she wanted the stuff in it, But
Right.
he actually went in and asked if they had a how-to video on how to get blowjobs. And they looked at him funny. He goes, "My girlfriend needs this video. Please tell me you have one."
Oh, geez.
And I was like, "I know that's not for me." He's like, "No, definitely not for you." He goes, "But she needs help." He goes, "Unless you could tell her." I'm like, "I'm not telling." There are certain lines that just aren't going to be crossed,
Right.
I'm not telling my ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend how to, suck his dick. Nope. She got to figure that shit out on her own.
Maybe he should look for a new girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he shouldn't have been stupid enough to lose the one he had. Hey, Judy May.
Right. Morning, Judy May.
Yep, you came at the right time, blowjobs. Oh, bye, Amy. Tell the girls I said hi. So yeah, I mean, but there are certain lines that I won't cross, and that was one of them. I'm like, nah, yan yan.
Right.
But yeah, Bobby bought me a present last night at the After Dark show.
Oh yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah, you know you're good friends with somebody when they buy you sex toys. Thank you. Hey, I'm a lonely bear. You know what I mean? And it's purple, so you know it's a win-win. Ow, my elbow just cracked again. My elbow, my forearm isn't bothering me so much with the tendonitis, but my elbow is still messed up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I do like her shows, and it's funny because when she first started doing them, there was that giggle factor with presenting. Like she was kind of an. I did, Jesse. We already talked about your cockmail. Your hashtag cockmail. We covered that already. Kevin wants to know if there's booby mail.
Hi, Jesse.
So if you come across any boobies, send them to Kevin.
What blew my mind last night, I mean, it's the first time I'd been back in one of the After Darks in a while, was Kim bringing that one out and showing how it operated.
Oh, God, that was awesome. That was so funny.
I started laughing so hard.
I do, Jen. I'm all of myself. There's only so much you can do without, a little extra help. Jesse, you are special, and you're the cutest troll on YouTube. But yeah, when the first show, I don't know if I caught the first show or the second show, but there was still that giggle factor. Like, oh my God, I'm showing sex toys on YouTube. You know what I mean? And she has morphed into a very professional, straightforward presentation process, which is really nice.
Right.
And it's just fun to be in there with the commentary.
Yeah.
He found implants the other day if Kevin needs them. That's funny. Oh, Jesse, I love you. Get Kevin's information. He might want those. Doing goodie bags for my kids. They have a Halloween party at school Friday. I remember Halloween parties when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Back when you could actually bake things for the kids at school. My mom would always make a Halloween cake, and I would always help her with the decoration. She taught me how to make little frosting ghosts, which after we were done with the cake, I used to use the frosting tip and make all these little Halloween ghosts on wax paper and stick them in the freezer and then eat them later.
Yeah, my schools now here, at least here in Austin, you can't take bags like that with any type of candies because of, you never know what kid's going to have what allergy.
Yeah.
You can put little stuff, it was little toys and stuff, but candies are not allowed.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same with making things. You can't just bake cookies or anything and send them into school because if kids have an allergy to something, And
if you bake gluten-free for everybody, then the taste just isn't there anymore. So
yeah, yuck. Oh, like candy you find in the dumpsters and stuff? Yeah, that's cool. But make sure did you already check with the school to make sure it was okay to give the kids candy? I don't want you to make up all these goodie bags and then have them not be allowed.
Yeah, you better double check first, Jessica.
There are so many new rules and everything. Okay, good. Good. Because that would be disappointing. You know what I mean? Especially if the kids saw all these bags come in and then the teacher went, nope, I agree, Jesse. I agree. And I mean, number of food intolerances has risen so high since, I was a kid. I'm just like, where did all these allergies suddenly come from? Because it used to be kids were allergic to like strawberries and some kids had, nut allergies. But now it seems every other kid has some kind of food intolerance.
Well, where they come from is all the chemicals they put in our foods that are killing our bodies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
That plus now too, God forbid a kid go out and play in the mud and get dirty. They sit at home on their computer screen playing games. I mean, back in my day, we went out and we ran through the creeks and dug mud and everything.
Yep, kicks a can, and
that takes your immunity building away from you.
Yeah, and they're all paranoid the kids are going to get hurt and stuff. Well, it was part of being a kid. I mean, I got a sprained ankle when I was in school, and I got a jammed finger. Stupid basketball. But
I did all kinds of stupid stuff when I was a kid, but I never fell and broke anything. I mean, I have 64 years old. I've never had a broken bone in my body.
Yeah, unfortunately, the one actual broken bone that I've had, ended up losing my whole foot for it. So that kind of sucked.
Yeah.
That was the first actual. I mean, I've had sprains, but that was the first actual broken. And I mean, I don't go halfway. I mean, I didn't just break my ankle; I shattered my ankle. So yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. When my foot rolled out of that stupid boot thing that I had on my foot after the surgery, I dislocated and shattered my ankle, and infection set into the bone in my leg.
Damn.
So, yeah.
My stepson was riding in the back of a truck that flipped over, and it landed on his left foot and just shattered his completely. And
ouch.
Luckily, they were able to save it. It finally healed. It took a long time, but
yeah. Well, I did ask my surgeon. I said, well, is there any way we could, if I go back into the hospital, which me volunteering to go into the hospital was huge on my part because I do not like being in the hospital at all. I said, if I go into the hospital and we bombard it with antibiotics, IV antibiotics, would that, work? And he said I would only have a 5% chance of getting rid of the infection. Plus, they would have to do reconstructive surgery on my ankle. Basically, they would have to build me a new ankle. He goes, and you will always have excruciating pain. And possibly would have to go through all of that, and the infection still wouldn't be gone.
Yeah.
So, it just weighing the odds wasn't in my favor for trying that. So we opted for the amputation.
Yeah.
But that was tough.
It was.
Yeah, I lost my mind, and my poor surgeon didn't know what to do. He's just like, because I fell apart in the surgeon's office. I was a mess. Talk about an ugly cry. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just really glad that John was still with me then, because I wouldn't have made it through it without him.
Yeah.
So, asshole died before I healed, though. Fucker. He did not have permission. I'm still mad at him for that.
Mm-hmm.
He never listened. If he was still around, things would have been a lot different with my progress and healing and dealing with things in the house. And
yeah,
I would definitely not have been abandoned like I have been. But, we make do and we get around and figure out how to do things. I mean, there are certain things I absolutely cannot do, like take my trash out or go get my mail. But I'm really grateful that I have neighbors that help me with that kind of stuff. So,
well, I could go out and do the trash and mail, but like during the summer when it's so hot and then all the crap in the air with my COPD and stuff, I just couldn't even get out. So, yeah. So I am truly and that's why I put up the lectures for my neighbor every time I ask him to go get my cigarettes. And he's like, you want me to call the funeral home and have the hearse come and get you? I'm like, I can't afford to die, Donnie. I don't have the money for a funeral. Don't bother.
He's like, oh, all right. The day after he went and got my cigarettes, he's like, how many you got left? 1 pack? I'm like, no, I still have a few. He seems to think I smoke 5 packs a day like his roommate, and I don't.
Yeah.
It's gonna bring him back to life. Yeah, I used to tell John that too. I was like, I have a candle I can use to bring you back. But zombie John was not something that I wanted to deal with, so yeah. Yeah. His heart just couldn't handle it anymore, I guess. So
Yeah.
but his wife having him go off his meds didn't help either. Because she wanted to get laid. So she, talked him into not taking his medication for a week. I'm like, you idiot.
Crazy.
Yeah, she's engaged now. He's been gone almost 2 years. She's engaged.
Didn't take long.
Oh, she was dating within a week. Almost 1 week to the day that he died, she went on a date.
Jeez.
Yeah. And 3 months later, she had a different boyfriend that she moved in with.
Yeah, it was 8 years. It was 8 years after my first wife died before I even considered looking or trying for anything.
Yeah. Well, Issa is one of those kind of women that has to have a man in her life, or she doesn't feel like she's a real person, I guess. I don't know. But she's been with Jeremiah for almost 2 years now, so I don't know. As long as my godson is happy and healthy, I'm good. You know, she can do whatever she wants. And Jeremiah's good with Talon. He has a lot of patience with him, and he got him eating healthy, which is really good.
That's good.
Because Jeremiah has something in intestinal colitis or something, and he has to be careful what he eats.
Oh yeah.
And so as soon as she moved in, he started saying no junk food, you're going to eat healthy and da-da-da. So she's eating healthy too, although she cheats because she hasn't lost any weight. She says she has, but I don't know where she's lost it because you can't see it. So, yay, TG, I'm so glad your eyes have healed. Hey, Ted. But, it was Talon I was concerned about because, she just threw him into a new relationship. And so, good morning, Kevin. Hey, TG, I'm so glad your eyes have healed. Hey, Ted.
Papa.
Yeah.
Papa. Papa.
Bless you, my child.
Are you there with Uncle Freddie, Papa? Uncle Freddie put me in the tub, Papa. Papa. No one ever heard of Fred Smurf?
No.
Plus, I just made him up.
Yeah.
I figured you did.
Papa. Go tinker in your tinker.
He's going to be tinkering soon, making stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, little tinker boy. What are you going to be tinkering?
Right now, I'm tinkering with a laptop that I'm repairing, getting back into shape.
How sexy.
Bye, Dan. Have a good day.
I'm tinkering with my breakfast. I was listening to the whole thing. I was listening. I see Claire Thrift got some boobies for me, so that's good.
Yeah, Jesse's got booby mail for you. If you want it, just send him your info. He'll send you those.
All I need. Boobies, a few Hershey bars. I'm good.
We will never hear from Kevin again if someone sends him boobs in the mail.
Yeah, Claudia go, what happened? I don't know. He left the house with a bag like 2 weeks ago. Find me wandering around in the woods. Well, you don't want to wander around the woods in South Carolina because you probably run upon about 400 families.
Yeah. Yeah, we have an area here in town that has it's a wooded area, and a lot of people are living out there. It's very sad.
Well, they should just leave them alone.
I agree. But they don't. They raid it constantly and chase people out of there.
Who's leaving the chat?
Jen, JKR, JRKR.
You. She's such a Jen. Papa. I'm just here to police Papa. Keep going.
I didn't do it.
Neither did I, but they find me hiding behind the couch. It's a long story.
I thought you only hid behind the couch when Rhonda was around.
Oh, I stand behind, like under surveillance, I stand behind like that tall fake tree and I lean up against the wall.
Oh, okay.
Like when I'm doing a stalking surveillance. Rhonda took the weekend off. Good for her, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every once in a while, you got to unplug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with that as long as I had my Kindle Unlimited. I could just ignore internet stuff and just read, but I don't have that anymore, so.
Boobies. Scarlet.
You can still get tons of free Kindle books without paying for unlimited.
I know, but it's more of a pain in the ass to look for those, and the kind I like there aren't that many of them that I found.
What, midget porn?
No, it's not midget porn. I don't get into midgets.
Am I allowed to say that word?
I don't know.
I have to find out. I don't want to insult anybody.
Yeah. Midgets, dwarfs, little people, whatever.
It's Judy May Collins.
Yep.
I think Judy May Collins subbed me yesterday or the day before. Thanks, Judy May Collins. That's got a nice ring to it, Judy May.
Yeah.
It's better than Tammy Joe or whatever the
Bobby Joe.
It's more mature, Judy May.
Yeah. TG, stop putting that halo on. I don't know who you stole that from, but you need to give it back.
Yeah, you're
Do you know when they are little people?
Holy crap, I didn't expect that out of Judy May. One comment. God bless. And the next one, do midgets have small penises? Holy shit.
You were saying, Kevin. Oh, that's funny. Well, I did know someone who was 4'11", and let me tell you, he was not anatomically correct.
My first wife was only 4'10".
I go for like 5'3". 5'2" and 5'3". That seems to be my number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was definitely not anatomically correct. He was
This
fun.
is not what I expected to have this conversation to go.
Well, always expect the unexpected, Kevin. You know where you are, right?
I threw out a one-liner, and now we're talking about penis packages on midgets.
Yep. Just one word here can change the whole outlook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, jerk. You call me a jerk. Hey, Kirsten. Well, you got Google, Judy May. Throw it in there.
And hope nobody checks your search history. Kevin, you were not at the After Dark show last night unless you were lurking.
Because I asked Rhonda if she was going to have a show last night, and she said no, she's taking a few days off, but I didn't think anyone was going to do it because last week when Rhonda didn't do it, Amy didn't do it.
Yeah.
No, we did it on Hemlocks last night.
Yeah.
So I didn't go bother looking. And at 11 o'clock, I was too enthralled with watching. I won the lottery. Now I need to buy a house because that host, I love that dude. He's hilarious. I watched 9 episodes of that last night. I had to detach too.
Damn.
Way too much time on Macari rearranging at all the stores. Way too much time on eBay. Not too much time in lives. I do my lives that I do. I do the Susanna, I do the Kodi, and that's it. And I do my own.
Yeah.
I do Kevin's, but Kevin wasn't available this week. That's fucking cocksucker. I have made Alexa say some fucked up shit. People would be surprised. I have Alexa, believe it or not, saying cocksucker.
I would actually not be surprised. Because it's you.
I have Alexa saying son of a bitch and bastard. There's a trick, and I'm not going to tell everybody because I want to be the superstar. Because when I plugged my Alexa, I switched rooms with all my equipment, and I just left Alexa in the box. Because Lori's got an Alexa better than mine, and she's a real bitch, that Alexa that she's got. I'm kind of irritated with them. Plus, I know she records shit. Weren't you there the other morning when she was playing country music songs by herself?
No.
Oh, man. She came on and started playing country music songs. I'm like, what the fuck? I cannot find that. He said, yeah, I know. How did you come on?
Yeah, I don't have one of those in my house. I have an Echo Dot or an Echo or whatever, but I don't have. I never took it out of the package.
Yeah.
Judy May, I love that guy. He doesn't give zero fucks about anything. He's so I sit there enthralled with this dude. Talk about somebody who's doing what he was born to do. He's phenomenal.
Because I've seen Terminator, and Skynet is not happening in my house. I'm not having one of those devices take over my house. So
Larry said boobies, and we're just going to ignore Larry, okay?
good morning, Larry. So yeah, I don't have one of those smart device things in my house.
Then I had the night where I was on a live, and the thing just started laughing, and people were like, what was that? And I was like, that was Alexa. That just went, tee. Mm-hmm.
See, yeah, nope. I had a friend of mine in California that had Alexa, and he had it like his whole house. Like he would come home and give it the command, the lights would come on, his computers would power up, all this, and
I have 100 of them, so I'm better than him, okay? I'll just have to do you.
He came home and it wouldn't work. He couldn't turn on anything. He's like, I freaked out, and I'm like, it didn't occur to you to just do it by hand? He goes, well, I was so used to doing it with the Alexa, and I'm like,
Right.
Oh, well, sometimes doing it by hands just is good.
I was like, see, I told you, Skynet. I warned you, didn't I? He's like, yes, you did. And he's like, and I unhooked that thing. I'm like, see, there you go.
I made a sex joke. I did one of those.
Uh-huh.
Macari. I need you today, Macari.
But yeah, my friend, he lived in Sacramento. He used to work for Arnold when Arnold was governor. And
Soccer tomato.
hey, Larry. He always had the latest, greatest, hottest, iPhones and smartwatch and all of the latest tech and stuff. He was a very techie guy. But yeah, he unhooked the Alexa after that.
Yeah. How about this? How about fuck that guy? Fuck him. Where's he now? Fuck him. Hope Alexa tied him up and stabbed him in the throat and then watched him bleed out. How about that?
No, he was very nice.
What does all this have in common? Okay, here we go. We're going to go with, I'm going to start out with boobies. Okay, we're starting out with boobies. Then we're saying hi, Scarlett. Hi, Judy May. Hi, Papa. I don't see a hi, Kevin.
I said hi to you.
Well, the green guy didn't.
I said hi, but not in the chat.
You're not green. You're blue.
I think he's talking about Larry.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get ready to as soon as everybody got done talking. Hello, everybody.
You took the time out to type those lovely ladies. Hi, Leo and Irene.
It's Irene.
Hi, Dexy.
I said hi to you, Kevin, in the chat. But it wasn't Kevin. I said boobies, which is saying hi, Kevin.
That's my name, boobies? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I got to end this now. Here comes Bill, John, and boobies. What? Wait, what?
Hey, Tina B.
Morning, Tina. Hey Kevin, you know the name I came up with for you when I first encountered you?
No.
Dice Man. You sound
Oh,
like Andrew Dice Clay.
he sounds like me 'cause I'm a year older than him.
So see, Andrew Dice Clay is doing Kevin impersonations.
That's it.
Did you know that Andrew Dice Clay is not Italian? He's 100% Jewish.
Didn't
But you guys didn't know that.
I
I?
did.
I'm not Italian either.
Everybody just associates the New York accent, and people associate that New York Bronx accent with Italians because of the
Yeah,
movies.
but
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I'm not going to start this. I don't want to have a dog in a fight today, but I sound much more intelligent than 90% of them, and I'll leave it at that. How you doing?
Well, Judy,
Go over there.
Judy, it would have to have a microphone on it too for it to be listening to you. So, not everything that has a camera has a mic, but yeah, the government can tap into anything that they want to at this point.
Or we can't find nobody to serve a warrant. Go figure.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've watched a few of those get served in my neighborhood. No,
I heard
go away. Not you.
I heard cops is coming back.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Bad boys, what are I going to do to you? Where we can watch everybody jump out their window when the cops go in the front door and run down the street and hide underneath their neighbor's kid's pool.
Yep.
How many episodes of that do you need to see?
Quite a few. It's always the dog that finds them under the pool. Or under the house, you know?
Kip, how did you find me? I don't know, the adrenaline and endorphins that are sweating through your shirt right now, guy.
Yeah.
Boobies and Kev cock. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they serve warrants in groups here because so many police officers have gotten shot at.
Oh, what do I do? Just go door to door at this point?
Well, if they show up to serve a warrant, there's at least 2 or 3 cars with 2 people in them each. So you've got at least 5 or 6, possibly more people serving a warrant. There have been a lot of "you're not taking me alive, copper" type of bullshit that they end up getting shot at.
Tina, for 20 years it's gone on. Yeah.
I have never had my camera turn on it by itself.
Oh, my God. That's happened to me all the time.
Really? Well, we know
Yeah.
Kevin's on a list.
I have the fucking disk drive drawer open and closed by itself.
My FBI file is gathering cobwebs because I've behaved myself for quite some time. So
Kitchen cabinets have the door swinging open, chairs floating around. You think there's a problem?
not unless you get hit with something or your stuff gets broken.
Don't fuck with my avocados. You can break what you want.
Just don't touch my eggs and avocados.
Excuse me. What's up, Lawrence?
Nothing. I gotta work on cleaning this computer sometime today. I got a bug that won't. I'm working on invoices and I'm gonna be listing plush today.
Good for you.
Huh?
I said good for you.
Yeah. Well, well. Okay. I'll be sending your invoice today too.
But to have a whole day where you can get a whole bunch of stuff done is a good thing. I thought I was crazy until it happened to my mother-in-law. Jessica apparently is walking around with a bomb.
Oh, that's not good.
What state are you in?
She's in Sacramento, actually. She had said earlier she's in Sacramento.
Sack with tomato.
Sack with tomato.
Just stay out there. You might set off the earthquake.
Yeah, I've never had my. I mean, I do have an FBI file, but yeah, I don't do anything. They would be bored to tears trying to spy on me at this point. I don't do anything. So,
She must be up to no good. She don't leave the house. Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
We think she's going out in a hole in the floor and crawling up to the end of the trailer and running into the woods.
I'm not in a trailer anymore.
You always said you were. That's the only reason why I said it.
No, when I first moved to South Carolina, we had a trailer.
Oh, is that what I remember?
Yep.
Okay.
What I live in now is called a mill house from when the mills
That's
were.
right. Now I remember.
Yeah.
Okay. So she cut a hole in the floor and crawled underneath the house and ran away.
Yeah, no, there are little scorpions out here. I'm not going under the house. Ever.
You gotta get what you give.
So yeah, no trapdoor in the floor here. And my landlord still hasn't told me when he's coming to check the pipes under the house.
Yeah, when you float away.
Well, it could be doing damage to the foundation of his building, so you would think that he
Apparently
would.
he doesn't care.
Well, is he gonna care when I take it off the rent?
You're not scaring me.
Well, yeah, you're not my landlord.
I am the Lord, though.
Yeah, okay.
Lord High Executioner.
I
Something like that. So I was going crazy.
used to have too much stuff in my purse, but I have like nothing in it now.
Watch this. Tina, it happened to your mother-in-law? You know why that happens with your camera coming on? She's been on too many porn sites.
You're such an instigator.
That's just funny.
Don't tell her that. She'll never look at her mother-in-law the same way again.
Mother-in-law, were you watching Shaving Ryan's Privates last night? I got confused with the title. Oh, I don't understand what you women put in your purses, please. This one here, you pick it up, your arm fucking dislocates.
Yeah, mine used to be considered a lethal weapon. I could have killed somebody with my purse. John used to ask me if I had cans of cat food in it. I was like, no, it's just a brick. It's fine.
Wait a minute. Hush. So what, toilet girl? It was her son.
Oh, it was her son. Her son was watching porn. Sure, that's a good excuse.
My excuse was that you guys don't understand. These two guys broke in and they did it. What pretty sounds. Cody, remember when everybody used to send someone a file and you think it was a song and it would be just blip, blip, the drip, blink. Used to get sent the drip on your computer? No? Okay, cool. Nice chatting. Good chat.
I do remember that. I'm sorry, I had to mute because I was making noise. I do remember that. And
It's okay to fart in public. Nobody minds.
we used no, it was plastic bags and stuff. We used to use the sound waves, the wave files in the AOL chats.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Do they still poke people on Facebook, or is that gone?
I don't know. I just have ignored them for so long. I don't know if people are still doing it.
I've been on a porn site more than one way.
Really?
I'm not ashamed. I wrote articles.
So you're the one that writes the articles for porn that nobody ever reads?
As Larry walked into the room, his brow sweat as he saw that fresh, cold six-pack of hams. Larry never thought he'd be aroused again, because then he saw a half a pound of turkey and a jar of mayo. He was good.
Ew.
Larry puts mayo on green beans. Haha, it's hold on him.
John used to use mayo with peas. I thought that was the most grossest thing ever.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's not gross.
I would have loved to have a free ride to 37. I was out at 16. Your Halo? Yeah, okay.
Your halo's tarnished. Look how blue it is. I was out of my house when I was 18.
Yeah, well, I was never in your house, so I'm better.
Haha. Yeah, my father probably would not have liked you, and my mother wouldn't have known what to do with you. My father didn't like anybody, so it's nothing personal. Cat, really?
I would have gravitated right towards him.
Yeah, good luck figuring out my father. He would have been a life work.
Nah, I probably would have tried to go out of my way to make him cry.
Yeah, my dad was a full-out asshole. Nothing made him cry.
Maybe he needed to know he was an asshole.
Well, you would think he would know. I told him enough times.
At least I know I'm an asshole, so I'm okay with that. Right, Larry?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but there's being an asshole and there's being an asshole. And my father was an asshole. He was not a good person. He was not a nice person at all.
Well, in Massachusetts, everybody's born an asshole. They got to correct the problem, right?
Yeah, well, he was Canadian.
Well, well, he's got kicked out of the country then. Us Canadians aren't assholes.
Yeah, he was.
Well, look, girl, I was cutting shapes before all these girls think they invented it. Please, you have no idea.
Clothes you were born in. TG. I don't know what movies you've been watching, but you're not born with clothes on. Will you two stop? Ugh, cats.
Meow. Who's got auctions today?
I don't know.
No clue.
I'm gonna hijack one. I ate too much breakfast. This is not good.
I think Hip Flippin' does Hip Flippin' Mama still do a Saturday auction?
I don't attend her auctions.
I'll say go to YouTube and look it up.
Wow.
Wow.
That's like the heaviest comment he's ever made.
Right?
You go to Luke, but I don't know who to find. I mean, the regular people. I consider everybody else irregular.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you got? 10 people in the rafters?
Yeah, there's 12 people altogether.
No,
Papa, will you talk? I'm getting tired of speaking.
she doesn't have one scheduled now.
No.
Who? Notorious? Did he say Victoria?
Victoria never does them on weekends.
I know. I don't know what he said. No one's answering me.
I think he said nobody has one, that she doesn't have one scheduled, meaning I think Kelly, Hip Flippin' Mama.
Hip Pippa Mama does not have one scheduled.
That wouldn't matter to me.
Yeah, other than that, I don't know.
I don't go to that community, so I'm looking for the regular people. Well, I guess my regular people are different than Larry the whore.
Ooh. Judy Mae's having scrambled eggs and toast. Bye, Jessica. Have a great day.
Have a lovely day.
So, Larry, did you try the lettuce wraps with your fried egg?
Say that again.
Did you try the lettuce wrap, the sandwich that you just used
Oh,
lettuce?
yes, I did. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not eating fried eggs and lettuce. Ew.
Hold on a second.
What?
You're going to jail for mistreatment of eggs.
Right?
You fried an egg and put it in a lettuce leaf?
Mm-hmm. He did.
Oh my God.
That, and I put a slice of turkey on it and some cheese, and I made it.
Okay, well, it's coming to, all right.
What?
Yeah, all this other stuff makes it better. I got you. I thought you just threw freaking eggs on leaves.
No. I fried up an egg and I took off two pieces of lettuce off of a head of a lettuce, and that was the bread. The lettuce was the bread.
I understand that. I do that with tacos.
Okay. Then for this morning, I decided to look up something else for thinking with lettuce on YouTube, and I found a lady. Apparently, she does that same stuff, and it's a keto diet. She makes a lot of stuff. She uses lettuce as bread.
Well,
Yeah, lettuce wraps have been around forever. Apparently, the sandwich shop or something, Jimmy John's or Five Guys or somebody is
in
doing
and
it,
out.
and they call it unwich. And
Yeah.
In and out's been doing it for 20 years.
yeah, lettuce wraps have been around forever.
But I like the one he just made.
Yeah.
I had a little turkey.
Okay. I just fried an egg and I melted some cheese on it and put that on the lettuce, and I put some turkey on there, and that was the sandwich right there. It actually filled me up in a couple hours.
So you're on a
Yeah.
keto diet?
No,
I
it
did.
was just I was looking for something for since I'm having trouble getting my sugar down, my insulin's not working the way it's
Oh, you can't eat any bread then. Yeah.
So I ate that to take the place of bread, and my sugar came down some. So I found a lady on YouTube, and she made a cheeseburger that way, using lettuce as the bread.
Yeah, In and Out Burger calls it their animal or something. It's very popular. I saw it on a TV show.
This is cool.
Yeah, you should make taco stuff.
Oh, wow.
See, I can understand anything that you would normally use lettuce on, like cheeseburgers or
I don't
like
put lettuce on a damn thing except for a Caesar salad.
like turkey or ham or whatever. But yeah, I don't eat lettuce with eggs, and I just can't combine those two flavors in my head.
Well, if it's got you crack it, it'll melt on everything. It'll be good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the lettuce is just instead of having an egg sandwich with bread, it's an egg sandwich with lettuce.
Larry, I understand the concept. I just can't put the flavors together in my head. It just sounds gross to me. I can't bite through lettuce anyway at this point. So
just like I can't put green bean casserole through my head. I think it looks like nothing but a bowl of vomit, and everybody loves it.
Hey, Keelan. See, I love green bean casserole. When I was a kid,
Of course you would, because you're a loser.
Well, fuck you.
I don't donate to charities.
Morning, Keelan.
Shut up, Papa. We're fighting. Jerk.
When I was a kid, I wouldn't touch green bean casserole. And
Look
now
what you started, Larry. God. You see what happens to you? You're eating lettuce, you turn green.
Yeah.
Well, if you eat too many carrots, you do start to turn kind of yellow and orange.
That is 100% correct.
Yep.
Well, I don't eat much carrots, and when I do eat carrots, they have to be cooked. I can't eat a raw carrot.
There's no reason for carrots to be on this earth.
Nope.
Look, it's China. Where have you been, China? I've done a few lives, China. You haven't been there, China.
I like carrots.
Yuck. I like carrot cake, though.
See, I don't really like carrot cake all that much, but I like carrots.
Wait, hold on. Yeah? Okay. I just got a phone with carrot cake, and carrot cake don't like you either.
Well, that's fine.
Well, it's just like people with ketchup and tomatoes. So people like ketchup, and they can't eat the tomato. It's the same damn thing.
Oh, my God. Whoever can't eat tomatoes, I feel so bad for you.
Yeah, but the ketchup has all kind of sugar in it, makes it better for them.
Fuck ketchup. Oh, Kodi will tell you, you get tomatoes down here, holy shit, there's never a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
It's all local, even in the supermarket. They're effing believable.
Yeah, tomatoes are really good down here.
China, bobina, fana, fofina, fee, fi, fofina, vagina. Yeah. Welcome to Solid Gold this week. Next up,
Morning,
Larry.
Barbara.
Morning, Barbara.
Who's Barbara?
Barbara Bustamante.
That's April's mom, right?
Yeah.
What's up, Babs?
My kid's grandmother, her name was Barbara, and whenever we wanted to piss her off, we'd call her Babs.
Yeah, look at me talking to her like that. She don't know me. Get it, Kevin? Get it?
Because you were singing.
Oh, in other words, I was like getting down and boogie, oogie, oogieing.
That's right.
Tomatoes are hard on. The tomatoes are no good with arthritis. Oh, everything. It's just there's so
Yeah,
many.
everything is bad for something. Hell, our air is toxic at this point.
Yeah, arthritis is awful though.
I don't think I've eaten enough tomatoes for it to affect my arthritis. I mean, I usually only have them if I get a burger that I order out, so which is not very often. Although I did get diced tomatoes on a pizza once. That was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't really do much for the pizza itself, but the tomatoes themselves were good.
Dirty little pizza. I found a place in Lexington with fantastic regular pizza. Blew my mind.
Yeah.
I look at the back of the menu at this place, and of course, they're from New York. So I told the girl, says, go get the lady owner over here. She comes over and go, listen to me. I think I already told you this, Cody.
Yeah.
I said, I came in here because I heard someone whisper in my ear and said, your pizza's good. I came in here 100% to tell you your pizza sucked. Not only did you accomplish me not having to say that, this is one of the top 5 slices I've ever had, and it's true. Your pizza is killer.
Nice.
What did you do that nobody else in this damn state of South Carolina did? She goes, I'm never telling. That's good enough for me. I go 35 minutes, and I don't even, I'm more of a eat food person. So should everybody. I like to take out to bring home. I don't like eating inside any place I go to, except a restaurant, and then I'll eat at a restaurant. I don't know why I said restaurant. And this is a restaurant, but every time I go there and eat, I take 2 slices home and eat them on the ride, and it gets over full, but it brings you back. It brings you back. Sometimes when food brings you back, it's more cathartic.
Yeah.
Fucking phenomenal this pizza was.
Yeah, all I can afford is Domino's, so I've never really tried the smaller mom and pop places in my town, but I can't afford them. So the only other place that we were able to get pizza at one point, and now they're gone, they've been gone for years, it was Godfather's. And that's the only time I could actually justify paying that much for a pizza, because their pizzas were absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many places have used that name and come and gone?
Ridiculous.
I don't know. 1,209.
But yeah, because when John found out there was a Godfather's in town, he went ballistic. He's like, we have to get pizza there. And I'm like, okay. Because before that, for me, it was mostly just like, Pizza Hut or Domino's or whatever. So, and Little Caesars, which I don't even think can legitimately be classified.
She stuck up on me on purpose.
Huh?
You're like a freaking cat burglar. She's like a cat burglar. Stuck up on me. Scared the shit out of me.
Boo. But we went to Godfather's, and it was like we had to get 3 pizzas because John liked pepperoni on his, and I can't deal with any kind of pepperoni because the oil it burns me. I can't eat it.
I'm interested in Barbara's comment. There are foods that I don't like. That means that's everybody, but won't eat. I want to know what she won't eat. There's a degree in food and nutrition, which I think that industry's changed their opinion on everything every 30 friggin' years. But
it does.
She would have a better telling. So, Barbara, what won't you eat?
Yeah, the food nutrition area has changed. I mean, there used to be 4 basic food groups, and then they threw those out, and they redid this and that, and it's like, make up your mind.
Can't have nuts because every kid has a nut allergy, which I'm convinced you trace it back to vaccines.
And then, there's the gluten. Everybody seems to have celiacs these days. You can't eat anything with gluten in it.
Everybody's got something in whatever medical field is not doing so well, and that becomes a priority to make money in that angle.
Yeah.
I'm not going to believe anything else. We didn't go from, 42,000 kids nationwide in 1973 that has a nut allergy to 4.5 million.
Yeah.
You could trace that all to vaccinations. Because you know what? You don't really know what they're sticking in you anymore.
Not
Really
just
don't.
not just vaccinations. It's the chemicals in our foods.
Jay, you shut the hell up, you son of a bitch.
I said it's
I
just.
gave you a chance.
Yeah, there's so
Oh,
much
chemicals
crap
in
in
the
our
food? Oh
environment.
yeah. What they spray on it. I mean, forget it. You can't.
Yeah.
And for people who fall for and I'm sorry, I'm going to be obnoxious. For you people who fall for that, there's a difference between organic and non-organic. You're out of your fucking minds.
Yeah, it's in the soil.
I know a chicken farm. I know 3 of them. Do you know what constitutes a free-range chicken? They leave the door open to the barn, which they're never going to leave because that's their food source. That is what a free-range chicken is.
Yeah.
Yep. As long as they have access to a certain amount of property, then they're considered free range. As long as
Barbara, I hope she didn't leave. Oh, and how many people will not admit that they raised their children on chicken nuggets and fish sticks and a juice box? Well, there you go, right, Jay?
Yeah.
There's nothing real in any of it. Juice box has no juice.
no, it doesn't.
Fish
And
stick
actually-
has no fish.
No juice, and if you've ever opened one of those up after they've been on your shelf for a while,
Oh,
full
dude.
of mold.
Mold and vinegar.
Yep.
Yummy. And you can't see the inside, so poke that with a straw, kiddo.
I'm actually trying to think. I actually made meals for my kids. Like for lunch and stuff, they'd have something like chicken nuggets or a sandwich or something. But for dinner, I always made food. I always cooked a meal,
Who's bugging me?
unless I wasn't feeling good. And then it was like, go make yourself something to eat. But yeah, I always try to make their meals nutritious, and I didn't put up with that. Oh, I don't like that. No, you try it first. Let me see you take a bite and chew it and swallow it before you tell me you don't like it, because I don't put up with that crap. I faked out my daughter. My
You son of
little,
a bitchin' kids.
hey Barbara, she didn't leave, Kevin.
Oh,
In the back.
No.
I'm not getting a lead on. Oh, here she is. I am so interested in what you won't eat and why.
Okay. Some of the things that I won't eat are foods that are. I am leery about eating sushi that's made with fresh fish. I am, and eventually I would probably, if it was well cooked, I might eat bugs, like French fried bugs. French fried bugs I would probably eat.
Did you say bugs?
But
She said bugs.
bugs,
Okay. Okay.
you know, like cockroaches and mealyworms and you know, edible bugs.
This is not where I thought this was going.
I've
I
had
am-
chocolate covered ants before. They're good.
I'm completely interested in this.
The thing is, I have, because of my degree, I have a degree in sanitation, and so and in food sanitation, there are certain levels of temperature that food have to come to in order to be safe for the human body to consume. And so if it doesn't get up to that point, you don't know. Um, uh, uh, Food poisoning is a big problem. Um, uh,
Wow.
I am leery about going to potlucks because I don't believe that a lot of people wash their hands enough when they're preparing food. I don't think that everybody needs to be wearing gloves or stuff like that when they're preparing food, but at least wash your hands a lot. Water in America is relatively cheap at this point, and and you can buy lots of soap on YouTube. So there isn't any excuse for not washing your hands. And that's where I stand when it comes to foods that I that I won't eat. But I do have to agree that 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 the pesticides that are put on foods kind of suggest that that it's hard on the body. So
Wow.
Yeah, I've gotten food poisoning before, and it is no joke. It sucks. It really sucks.
I've realized, well, when I was only hospitalized once because of food poisoning. And you want to know where I got it from? They traced it to a can of Nestea.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently these little bodegas in New York, what they do is they use Lysol spray. If everybody remembers, Lysol used to be in that gold and white can. I'm sure Barbara
Yep.
does. And it
Yep.
smelled even super good. That's how we used to wipe the ink off, because back then they used those metal, remember those metal price machines?
Yeah.
Like, rather than those plastic ones that put paper prices on stuff, it would just
Yeah.
like do an ink stamp, and they would wipe the expiration date off of everything and put a new one on. So apparently, that was probably the worst stomach pain I ever had.
Yeah. And there's no
But
controlling it, and it's coming out both ends at the same time, and you're like, yeah,
it's amazing how a human body, how quickly it can get dehydrated.
Yep.
When it's like everybody out, and they're like, not where you came in, get out. And you're like, oh my Lord.
Yep.
That was the worst.
My food poisoning was because my younger kid's father, I wasn't feeling good. Like I had
Were you feeling bad?
well, yeah, I had an infected tooth, an abscessed tooth, and I just didn't feel like moving. So he made me cheeseburgers, and the cheeseburgers had frostbite, had freezer burn on them, and he cooked them anyway. And
I didn't think that was the thing, that freezer bite made a difference.
well, it did.
No, I'm asking, does it really?
Yeah.
I mean, I won't cook anything with freezer burn.
Yeah, I won't either.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it makes a difference.
So that means at some point that thing defrosted to the point where when it refroze, the liquid came out and froze around it.
Right.
Oh, that's kind of freaking gross.
Yep.
yeah.
Barbara, how do you feel about beverages? What do you drink? Just water? Or tea?
I drink water. Well, see, here in the upper Midwest, we really have great water up here.
Oh, good.
And
We don't.
up in
We don't.
up in northern Minnesota, we got great water. In fact, where I was born, we still have an artesian well that is still streaming to this very day.
Not
It's
to be
been
confused with an artisan well.
yeah.
Wow. That's
And
good
the water
water.
just comes out of the ground constantly, and it goes through the pipes of the barn and out the out of the stock tank and down a creek. It forms its own creek down to the pond, and that's the circle of the water. It just keeps going around and around. So I love water and forms of it. Like I love iced tea. I make my own sweet tea in the summertime. I drink herbal tea in the and decaf coffee during the year. And I love coffee, but when you get older, caffeine is really, really hard on the bladder. And so I back off on caffeinated beverages. It isn't that I don't like caffeinated I will have a Coke now and then, or a Pepsi, whatever. Pepsis are sweeter than Cokes.
That's what soda was meant to be back in the day. Once in a while, you grab a can or go to the soda shop or the drugstore with the counter. Not just
Yeah.
a half a gallon every 2 days with these kids. It's insane.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. No.
well, you're from Minnesota, so I'm just wondering, did you ever hear of an egg cream?
We even up here we even do like our southern neighbors and cook with Coke. We also cook beer. Oh, I didn't tell you about that. I do like beer.
You left that one out. I do like my 12-pack daily, but that's another conversation.
I cooked a
although my beer is once in a while. I like it with pizza, and but I've got a neighbor who who drinks like a horse. I kid you not. Him and his buddy, they go through liters and liters of vodka and whiskey. My favorite whiskey is Royal Crown, which I have on the rocks now and then, but not often.
No surprise.
And I like sweet wines. And there's a whole laundry list of really good sweet wines. So, but as far as food goes, I really like almost everything.
How about
like,
hot dogs?
Yes, I love hot dogs.
You see, now I can hang with her.
You
All these
passed
righteous
on.
people who eat
I know that they're not good for me. By the way, that sound is my clock. But
you just throw something at it.
But I do like, and especially with homemade sauerkraut. I make my own sauerkraut.
Oh God, I love sauerkraut.
I do not like sauerkraut.
You don't?
Nope.
There's a difference. There's a difference between sauerkraut. There's the sauerkraut that if you buy sauerkraut and it's on a shelf in the store, in the middle of the store, that's all that is cabbage with a little bit of vinegar added to it. It is not sauerkraut. Now, if you go to the meat department and they have a refrigerated sauerkraut, now that's real sauerkraut because that has actually been fermented in a crock. And then they package it and send it out. But the stuff that you buy in the jar that's at room temperature, sitting in the middle of the store, that isn't really sauerkraut. It's made to taste like it, but it really isn't. It doesn't have any probiotics in it. You need the when you buy sauerkraut, you have to buy it with the probiotics in it. So, and that's what makes it good because especially when you've been sick and they give you those antibiotics, when you start feeling well again, you got to go back and you got to put biotics back into your stomach, probiotics back into your stomach, because the antibiotic kills all of the good bacteria that's sitting in your stomach that helps digest your food.
Okay,
and if you lose,
Judy May said she's making pork butt roast and sauerkraut and kielbasa with homemade mashed potatoes. What is kielbasa? Do you mean kielbasa?
Kielbasa is a sausage.
No, she said kielbasa. So I'm asking if it means kielbasa.
Kielbasa, it's about the same thing. It's a sausage.
No, the way she spelled it sounds like she's going to murder someone and cook them. So I'm just clarifying that it's the sausage she's talking about, and it's not somebody named Bossy.
No, it's not something.
Speaking of sauerkraut, I saw something interesting on a show yesterday. They actually make a collard kraut, sauerkraut made with collard greens instead of cabbage.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I'd try that. Yeah.
I
I
will be right back. You guys continue the food conversation. I have to put the dog out, and it takes me a little bit to get in the chair and get out there and get through the doorway and all that. So I will be back. I'm also going to grab my packages on the way back in so I can do my unboxing.
Okay.
All right. Continue on.
I'm actually pretty adventurous when it comes to eating eating different foods. I will try anything at least once to see if I like it or not. There are some foods that I don't like. Like, for instance, I do not like Brussels sprouts. I mean, I've tried them a million times, a half a dozen ways, and I just can't like them. I'm sorry, but you know, I don't know what everybody else thinks about Brussels sprouts, but I don't care for them.
I love them. In fact, I just bought a bag of shaved Brussels sprouts yesterday to make a salad with today.
Well, and I think that's really, really wonderful because Brussels sprouts are really good for you.
And it's all in the way you cook them. Most people, they just boil them and they get really soft, and the smell is what turns people off. But there's many more ways to cook them that they're wonderful. I love them.
What I don't like is the bitterness in them. And if I were to, now of the ways that I've tried, I like the oven roasted, probably the best.
Right. Yeah. Just get fresh Brussels sprouts, slice them in half, sprinkle them with olive oil and a little sea salt, and roast them in the oven. Perfect.
Yeah, and but I still am not crazy for them. So there are other things that I'll eat besides Brussels sprouts. I like but I grew up on a farm. We had a huge garden. I would say that it wasn't uncommon for the food not to make it to the kitchen before it got consumed by me. I would many times be picking green beans and eating as I pick. There's nothing better than something fresh from the vine.
Yeah.
Right away, and
especially tomatoes.
Yeah, and I do like to eat tomatoes raw, just like you eat a apple. Even though a lot of people put them in other stuff, I actually sit down and eat it just like an apple, because I really enjoy the natural flavor of things, and I got that from living on the farm. Also, pulling out a fresh radish and dusting the dirt off, that's really yummy. So, but and I like carrots straight out of the garden. And we always had our own sweet corn.
Mm-hmm.
And we had all of our own squash, different kinds of squash. We had buttercup and zucchini and then we'd have pumpkins and watermelons that were mixed in with the corn.
Yeah.
And and the growing season is, we had a longer growing season in Minnesota this year. We just had our first frost the other night, which is really, really late. Sometimes we get our first frost, killing frost, in September, but we lucked out and we got it mid-October. So now everything from here on out is just going out and harvesting the rest of the potatoes and the rutabagas, turnips, and let's see what else. Pumpkin, all the pumpkins and squashes, they need to be inside by now, because if they're allowed to be out to freeze at night, then they turn mushy, and then they aren't any good anymore. So, and then we enter our wonderful season called winter. Winter is a wonder. It's absolutely wonder. It's wonderful here in Minnesota. So, have you ever watched the movie Grumpy Old Men?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is Minnesota humor at its best. It's and especially the idea of trying to catch that big fish. There are probably within 100 miles of where I live, I'm guessing that there's probably 200 to probably 250 lakes within 100 miles of where I live.
Yeah.
And they're wonderful in the summertime, but in the wintertime when they get frozen over, then they're great for ice fishing. And then people drag their, some people will just simply go out there and drill a hole in the ice and do it old school and spend the afternoon fishing out in the cold. Some people will set a tent up over it, a tent-like thing over it to keep the wind out. And then you've got the people that have a lot of money that really, really are too lazy to really enjoy winter. And they bring these expensive contraptions out on the lake that are nothing more than a RV with a hole in the floor.
Right.
In order to ice fish. And they've got full kitchens, full bathrooms, full bedrooms, and TVs and internet and everything. It's amazing that they find time to fish. But I live in town, and I live in I'm in a really, really good place. It's very, very economical, and um, so, and because of that, then I'm able to be on be on be on YouTube and to help the resellers out in buying little things here and there.
Yeah.
But so Kodi must have a lot of dogs.
No,
Or just one.
just takes a while. And then she was going to grab some of her packages to bring in. She's going to do a box opening later this afternoon.
Oh, that'll be nice.
So,
Yeah. So I have a question. How do people deal with bad behaviors during auctions? Not so much with the host, but with the actual buyers.
I usually just ignore them, and most of the hosts have a designated moderator that will take care of things like that. So I just sit back and ignore them.
Yeah. Last night there was this one. It was actually two people, and it was like watching a tag team match against the host, and it was actually painful for me to even watch, and and I think that things would even though these people buy a lot on that channel, I think that the channel would probably be better off if they blocked them for a while.
Well, a lot of people too, Barbara. It's just it's just the way they are, and they're not really being angry or abusive. They come across that way, but you know.
Well, these are things like, for instance, complaining about how the host is doing the auction.
Yeah.
Like for instance, they'll once in a while, and I've seen it on other channels too, where if they want that they'll ask, can I get something for a little bit less? And if the host is willing to bargain with them, the host will say, okay, fine, and it'll be a mutual understanding.
Yeah.
However, what I saw last night was where this happened, and the host you could tell in the host's voice that the host was reluctant to give the deal.
Yeah.
And then this other person comes back and says, "Oh, well, just forget it. I didn't want it anyway."
Well, like I say though, that's up to the way the host is running their channel. It's their channel, so if they want to deal with it, I just sit back and let them do it the way they want.
So are there ways for them to deal with stuff like that?
Well, I mean, yeah, and the host of the channel can block the person if they want to. They can do it's their channel. They do what they want. So but
what I'm thinking is that I think other people see that going on, and I think respect for the host actually goes down if the host doesn't stand up for for what they need.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but like I said, it's all up to the channel. So
Yeah.
just don't worry yourself about it.
Yeah.
Kind of like on TV. If a show comes on you don't like, change the channel.
Yeah, that's about right. That's what I think kind of is kind of happening. So, but anyway, so but I'm at a better note. I am encouraged at how the the community is bouncing back from a lot of this pandemic problem. I think things are getting better. And as far as the auctions and the channels go,
Yeah.
I really think I think we're getting some new blood in the community, which is always good. And so where's Larry? Did he disappear?
Larry was working and listening. I don't know about Kevin. Looks like they've both muted themselves for now.
Yeah. Larry drinks
Y'all feel free to come on and chime on in. Yeah, Cody's back. Kodi, you were being paged.
Why?
Jules was asking you a question.
Oh. Let me go back up.
11:06 a.m. your timestamp.
Oh, yeah, Jules, I did. She said thank you. And I gave her your name on Facebook for her to contact you. So, yes, I did get in touch with her. Have a good day, Judy May.
Later, Judy May. Have a good one.
That's a workout, let me tell you.
I bet.
The dog decided she had to eat too while she was out there, so it took a little longer than just putting her out. But
yeah.
Gotta feed the puppers. She didn't eat last night, so since she seemed like she wanted to eat, I wanted to get her fed.
Yeah.
She it wasn't that I didn't give her food. Her food was down. She just kept staring at it like it was going to do tricks or something. So I'm like, well, if you're not going to eat it, we're not staying out here. Let's go. Ow.
Oh, man.
So, since she's a smallish dog, she's only about 35 pounds. I didn't want her to go that long without food. The only time I actually make her go without food is if her belly's all gurgly and she won't eat anyway.
Yeah.
But, so I see we morphed off of food talk.
Yes.
Somebody having a problem in one of their auctions or something last night?
No, Barbara was just mentioning how some people seem to be so mean towards the host of the channel,
Oh
as
yeah,
far as, buying things and this and that. So
yeah, and it's the owner's rules. So
yeah, right. That's what I told her. I says it's up to the way the channel owner wants to run it. So
yeah, and a lot of people that run auctions or do things, they're so afraid to offend anybody that they let people get away with bad behavior on their channels, and they shouldn't do that. If someone's acting like an asshole in your chat, call them on it. You don't have to put up
right,
with it just because you're on a live.
right. But I always leave that up to the channel owner or their designated moderator that's there to handle stuff like that.
Yep, I agree.
Unless they ask for my help on it, I just ignore it and keep going.
Yeah.
Of course, I know a lot of people, like I was telling Barbara, there's a lot of people, especially in a certain auction, that's just their nature to talk that way. And,
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends too. If it's somebody that's a regular that's joking around, like Kevin comes in and makes a sarcastic comment or something, but
right.
everybody knows it's Kevin,
Yeah.
and you can definitely tell when Kevin is mad at someone as opposed to when he's just being Kevin.
And like Farmer, I mean, the first time I encountered Farmer, I was like, oh my God, what the hell is this guy doing here? And
Yeah, Jules, 35 pounds is small for me. Most of my dogs have been well over 70 pounds. So 35 pounds for me, she's a small dog for me. But yeah, my neighbor has Chihuahuas. So compared to them, she's, looks like a Great Dane. But for me, she's small. I'm trying to get the tape and everything. Robin did a bag in a box to ship my package, so I wanted to take the plastic off it and get the tape open before I turn my camera on and show everybody what I got.
Cool.
So, and then I need to smoke a cigarette because I haven't had one since I went out there, and
right.
I'm a smokeaholic. According to my neighbor, he thinks I smoke 5 packs a day, so which I do not. Yeah, the largest dog I ever had was my Great Dane, and he was around 100 pounds. He was a small Great Dane, which is kind of an oxymoron. Small Great Dane.
Yeah, my niece has a Great Dane, and it's her second one now. But
I got a cool Great Dane story. My ex-wife found when she was young. She found a little puppy on the side of the road, and she was working for a vet at the time. And she took it in. He checked it out and said, "Yeah, you're going to have a great-looking little Chihuahua there." And, after that sucker grew up, it was a Great Dane.
Yeah, that's not a very good vet if they couldn't tell what kind of dog it was going to be. Chihuahuas are very distinctive when they're puppies.
Right. They couldn't the size of the paws tell you something there?
Well, I mean, even as a puppy, Great Danes have a very distinctive head shape.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Now I've always had big dogs. They've
Robin.
Hi, Robin. They've usually been, over 70 pounds, 65 to 70 pounds and up. So, I didn't expect Simi to be this small, actually, because she's a boxer pit mix. And I was thinking, I don't know why I was thinking that she was going to be the boxer size, but she's not. She's the pit size. So she's, but she's my baby.
I had an interesting dog once a few years ago that was a Chihuahua Doberman mix.
How the hell did that happen?
It's a good question. But,
and I hope to hell the mother dog was the Doberman.
Chihuahua size dog, but with tall Doberman legs.
That's weird.
Yeah, and she hopped around like a deer bouncing through the forest.
Chihuahuas are funny because they look like dachshunds, but they're tiny like a Chihuahua.
Yeah,
and they have, I call them hummingbird tongues,
Yeah.
Because those little things start licking your face or something, and whoop, their tongue goes right up your nose, man. It's the most oddest feeling. It's so gross.
Yeah, one of my cousins has a Chiweenie, and she is the best little dog. Man, I love her.
There is ramen. There is an unboxing. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it right now. Which means I have to make me big. Ugh. So be prepared.
Unboxing in process. Warning, warning.
So this is the box I got from Robin. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, bubble wrap. Big bubble wrap, too. Robin sent me my favorite hat that I love, this hat. And it's the Star Wars hat.
Yay.
And she signed it. Love you, Kodi, Robin, because she should. Yay. And I'm not going to bend the bill. I will not. Because this is how Robin wears them, and I will not bend it. Usually with my baseball hats, I bend the bill when I wear them, but
Yeah.
it's going to go on the wall right next to John's Superman hat. Thank you, Robin. I love this hat. I love Star Wars. And then I have an envelope. The envelope, please. Which is from D. Scott. He sent me a present, which we were trying to get him to sell this, and he wouldn't do it. He said it was too small, and da-da-da. So all of a sudden he said, hey, I'm going to send this to you, Kodi. And I'm like, hey, okay. It's an envelope in an envelope. Yeah, my Issa had gotten a puppy while I was away in North Carolina. She got another dog. She already had a lab pit mix, which Dodge couldn't control his own ass. He was like Marmaduke. And she said it was a Dachshund pit bull mix. There was no pit bull in that dog. It was more likely a Chiweenie. And she wouldn't train it. And it was crapping all over the house. And we came back and I was like, nope. So, and another envelope. Sorry it took so long, Kodi, which it didn't really. Enjoy the piece. Thank you, Dee. And now we're good. Okay, I'm not dealing with more tape and ripped envelopes. You resellers and your tape, man.
Said, did you see what Devin wrote on the package?
Wrote on the package. No. It's writing on the package? What, on the box? Or on the plastic? I don't see anything written on anything.
Plastic.
Now I have to inspect the box. Yeah, there's nothing written on it. Nope, I'm going to cover the address thing. There's nothing written on the plastic. Oh, wait, I found it. Aww. I love you too, Devin. Love you more. Took me a while. The silver actually blended. Yep, I got it. Thank you for pointing it out. I would have missed that. Okay. Now let's see. All of that packaging, all of those envelopes. Did this?
Later, Jules. Have a good one.
Bye, Jules. Have an awesome day. Look, another drug baggie. You know how many of these I have? My supplies from Education come in all these little bags. I have a gajillion of these. If I ever get raided, I'm in trouble.
crack jewelry.
Yeah. Oh, it's so pretty. You see it?
Nice.
It's a heart, and it's got a stone in the middle of it. It looks,
Looks almost like an opalish looking.
yeah, it's got flash. Looks like an opal. But he said it was so small that it wasn't worth selling, and we were all like, "Sell it," and he's like, "Nah." So
An opal too small to sell?
yeah, he's
That's strange.
I can't tell because my face is cold. It's cold in my room, but it's very pretty. Thank you, Dee. Very, very pretty. I'm gonna have to put it on a longer chain, but I will either wear it or I will hang it on my wall. I'm gonna pull a Rhonda. I'm gonna have all my presents displayed somewhere in my craft room. It is really pretty.
Yeah, because you can't wear them all at once, so display them right behind you.
You'd be amazed. When I was in high school, I layered. I looked like Mr. T, only with silver. I did. That is really pretty. And then even if that's a fake opal, that it's got a lot of flash. It's a really nice fake if it is. But very pretty. Sparkly. I like it. Thank you. Presents. And they make you feel happy, you know? I like presents.
I think Larry and Kevin went to sleep on us.
It's not the first time Kevin has done this. He did this on Wednesday too. That's okay.
I can hear you.
Kevin.
I can hear all of you. It's okay. Larry does it everywhere he goes.
He does.
I guess you don't have to wait for the party, Larry. Larry's working diligently.
Which is a good thing, because usually Larry procrastinates, and then, you know, on Monday people are like, "So how much did you get listed?" And he goes, "Well."
Robin said package.
Yeah, she did.
I'm still here.
Hi.
I'm still here.
Hi, Larry.
Hi.
I'm not high yet, but okay.
Hi.
I don't
Hi.
have anything to get high with anymore.
Hi.
I need some gummies.
3 words I never thought I'd hear Larry say.
Gummies.
Hi.
Speaking, where's Kathy?
Oh my god.
In Wes's basement.
This is the only time you'll see me wear it, but just this is what it looked like with a hat on. There. I put it on just for you, Robin, and now it's gonna go on the wall.
Hi. I didn't get no message on my package.
Hi, Robin. Hi, Devin. Hey, Jules. Anna.
Hi.
And Bobby. Hi, Kevin.
She's on the Bobby. No, Larry must be sleeping. Larry must be sleeping. I'm lost. I thought I just read something I did not read. Jules is bouncing.
I'm in the process of finding boxes so I can ship this stuff out.
Larry's sleeping. And the cow jumped over the moon. I'm sitting here sniffing magic markers, just so you know.
Cool.
Yes.
I've got a buddy on my lap right now. Let's see if I can bring him up.
Oh, it's a picture that looks just like you.
There we go.
It's a kitty.
Kitty cat.
Yeah.
Kitty.
Black kitty cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, my loudmouth is eating right now.
He's my diabetic kitty. Well,
Oh, well.
Poor kitty.
yeah, well,
Cicada.
he's a good boy.
Oh, that's a good
But he-
kitty cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my loudmouth that everybody always hears is currently stuffing her face.
Kitty cat, right?
I mean, I wasn't even out of this room for what, like half an hour. I came back and Marty acted like she was starving to death. I had only picked up the food right before I went out of the room.
Kitty cat. Dum, kitty cat, kitty cat.
It's like the space on the floor is there's no bowl there. We're dying. Why are you trying to kill us?
She got a kitty.
Then she ran over me and made my leg bleed. So, you know.
You got a kitty cat, kitty. Larry, how many kitty cats do you have, Larry? Larry.
He's muted.
That means he can't talk, but he can hear us. I know you can hear me, Larry.
Yeah.
How many kitty cats do you have, Larry?
Yes, Larry. Inquiring minds want to know.
Oh, sorry, I went inside to get a beer. Oh, what's happening?
Well, since he's not here, I'll fill in. I have currently 0 kitties at the moment, but
There are kitties.
I was
Okay.
up to 14 at one time.
Okay, what? Alrighty, you were that guy in the neighborhood. Okay, we got you.
I had 11 once.
11.
Yep.
My wife and I rescued stray cats in the little country town we lived in.
That's a lot of kitties.
Yeah, my 11 was way too many cats. We had 11 cats and 5 dogs when we lived in the country. It was way too many animals to take care of.
That's way too
When
many
I was-
animals to feed.
Yeah, when I was a kid, we had a population explosion for a while. We had 34 cats on the farm, and then seems like all the female cats had kittens at the same time. So
Sluts.
that was a lot of cats.
Yeah, slut kitties.
Yeah, well, I had that happen when I had my apartment in Lowell, Massachusetts. We had 3 female cats, and 2 of them were friends of mine that just asked if I could cat sit, and I ended up cat sitting way longer than I should have had to, and all 3 cats had a litter at the same time, and they each had 5. Well, it varied between 5 and 7, but a couple of them didn't make it. And so we were tripping over kittens. It was crazy. We did find homes for all of them, but it was insane for a while.
You were tripping over kitties and you were tripping.
Mm-hmm.
No, look at the kitties, man.
Talk about having too much pussy.
I was waiting for you to say something for like 10 minutes.
Well, I can't be too predictable, Kevin. Welcome back, Susanna.
Who?
Susanna.
Ugh.
Where's Tina, Susanna?
That's cool. Hey, Susanna, where's Tina?
Where the fuck is Tina? You got her working again?
She's out doing the hedges.
She's at the market. And you didn't hijack her to go to yard sales?
On this beautiful Saturday.
No yard sales today?
She's at the market getting groceries.
She's at the market. I miss shopping for my own food at the store.
She's out buying some cod.
Oh, you're not feeling well? I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hope you feel better soon.
you should take the day off from YouTube, lay on the couch, and watch black and white movies.
I watched a black and white movie. It wasn't actually in black and white, but I was tripping balls, so it was black and white to me. It was the weirdest thing. Back when I was naughty, you know.
You
Wow.
were naughty.
I was a naughty girl. I
We
did bad
forgive you.
things.
We forgive you.
That's a big decrease. It shouldn't be 61 in the house just because of the night at 36. That's
Well,
really
it was cold last night. It got down into the 30s last night.
Well, yeah,
So,
well, you're up north, way north.
yeah, I'm up by Fargo.
Who are you doing the auction with, Susanna?
Probably Nikki.
Everywhere I go, I see Nikki doing auctions.
Yeah, Bobby, I turned my AC on yesterday, late in the afternoon, because it was over 80 in my house, and which out in the living room, which means it was probably about 85 in my room, and it was too hot. So I turned the AC on, and then I never went out there to turn the heat on, and I woke up and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm freezing." Or as Kevin would put it, I could cut glass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a little glass cutting nipples. Oh.
Yeah.
Naja, what's the matter? I'm just outside with you. I wish they could talk sometimes and say, "Why are you whining? Stop."
Yeah,
Nice.
she's got an auction with Nikki tonight on Nikki's channel.
I don't see a thumbnail for it yet.
Yeah, well, you know.
Hey, Kevin should be happy. I got my thumbnail up for this show early.
Yeah, you did.
Because Kevin bitched last time.
Bullshit.
So just for you, I made sure I got it up early.
You are higher than the mountain, love is thicker than water. So what is Susanna going to do for the rest of her day? It's 11:44.
Well,
What's her auction prep?
Susanna said, "Kevin, I need you to do Friday morning show for me at 10 a.m. I will not be here. I'm leaving Thursday, so I could really use your help. I will message you."
You know, channel, you won't have a show anymore if I do that. It's
Kevin
going to
will
be.
definitely kill your show.
Let's do it. I'll put the thumbnail for me called "Let's Talk Shit About Susanna Channel Morning." I need to do Friday. I could do it.
The only one I've ever heard talk shit about Susanna was Brianna.
Fairchild?
So go get something to eat.
I'll do Friday at 10 a.m. And it is my circus, and they are my monkeys, bitch.
I want a flying monkey.
That's a Friday show.
Yeah, that's Friday show.
I expect me to remember that.
I think she said her auction. The auction she's doing tonight is at 7.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Nikki doesn't have anything up yet.
We're going to do top 10 ways Susanna's a bitch. It's my circus, my monkeys. Everyone's allowed except for junkies. Everyone's got to talk in riddles. So we're going to do
Well, then I won't be there.
Kevin's monkeys are mean.
I don't rhyme. I'm not doing the time.
Hickory dickory dock. Little boy blue. He needed the money.
Oh, 6 p.m. Sorry.
Good. We're going to have an auction right on top of yours at 6:05. That seems to be what other people do. Let's see who's on and then go in at a weird hour. We're going to do an auction. I'm going to do a live on another channel. That's what we're going to do. And we'll have nobody, and you'll have all your friends, because I'm Susanna. I got friends. I'm Susanna. Everybody likes me. What? Well, it kind of is.
Hi, Lori.
What? You heard her?
Yeah.
Jesus, they fucking heard you.
Hi, Lori.
She's in, like, Texas. I don't know how you heard it. Papa Smurf Tinker Shop Jay, who doesn't shut the hell up, said hello. All right, I just got yelled at for making fun of Jay. Larry
see,
said hello too, even though he didn't.
Kevin, this is why I muted you when you kind of disappeared the other day.
Oh, you heard her big mouth.
Well, actually, I heard you.
You heard me.
Yeah.
I must have been flipping shits with the refrigerator.
So that's why I muted you, because I didn't want people overhearing anything that might be like not for public consumption. You know what I mean?
Susanna, no matter what, I don't think you want to do that. No matter who it is, I'm not going to use your channel. You can put a thumbnail to go see my channel, and then I'll do a live to get you your hours back. For the 2 hours we'll be doing your show. You don't give your sign it to anybody, especially not me. I'll just have way too much fun. You put a thumbnail for your channel saying what you're doing, and then send them to mine, and then, or you Massachusetts people say Mayan.
I don't say Mayan. I don't go, in ancient Aztec ruins or anything.
Listen, it's the same channel as Aztec, Mayan, and Cherokee. And then you could get a couple hours on my channel if I decide to pay you back. I wonder how many more hours they stole. They've already stolen 2,200 hours from me. Fucking cocksuckers.
Yeah, they recycle every 12 months.
All that hard work for nothing. All those 7-hour shows when everybody was bored and we were having fun. Gone. Because no one will sub me. Because no one will sub me because I'm controversial.
I hit 230. I have 230 subs now.
Yay.
Woohoo!
How many you got, Papa? 1,000? 700?
127.
Holy shit.
I lost 8 somehow over the last month.
I will send you a sign for the YouTube channel because I'm Susanna.
It's not bad, 127, and I don't even have any content yet.
I'm Susanna. I've got help with my show when I'm not here. I'm Susanna. I travel. I'm Susanna. I'm an artist. I'm Susanna.
Yeah, I had 70 subs before I did any lives or anything, but I just checked the you can check like monetization thing on your studio.
Yeah, all the way down at the bottom, you scroll down. It says subs and hours. I have over 3,000 hours, and I got 1,100 now.
I actually have 3,172 hours out of the 4,000 required. I was like, holy shit, where'd that come from?
Well, you better get subs. They're going to take it all away like they just did to me.
Yeah,
I had over 3,100. Now I've got 1,070.
But I only have 230 subscribers, so monetization is not in my future at this point.
But are you part of your future?
Of course, I'm part of my future.
Oh, going to a funeral in Jersey. Well, that's not a good trip. That's sucky. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Plink, 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 plink. Oh, Susanna, you got to come up on the panel, Susanna. I got to ask you a question. And I don't feel like watching you type because it's annoying to wait for typing answers.
But my hours, some of those hours are going to disappear because I started a year ago on January 22nd. So come January 22nd, the watch hours I already have accumulated will decrease.
Oh, yeah, well.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently last October, all I did was stay up for 30 days. Susanna, where are you? This is bullshit.
Everything's bullshit for you, Kevin.
Bullshit.
All bullshit.
Whatever doesn't go my way is bullshit, yes.
Poor baby.
Hey, can you make my picture, can you enlarge it?
Put you full screen?
Yes, ma'am, just for a split minute.
There you go. Oh, wait a minute. I got to put you back. Hi, Susanna.
Oh, well, that sucks. That doesn't show what it should show. Never mind.
You got to turn your cam on.
Oh, wait,
it looks like you have the shadow of a penis on that picture, Kevin.
No, that's Lori's head.
Hi, Susanna.
Hi,
Susanna.
Papa Smurf. Yes, dear.
You have your list of shit that's going on. What are people doing tomorrow that you know of?
Tomorrow, you have at 9 a.m. in the morning, you have the weekly sermon with Countess April and James Volkswagen. Then you have Tania, Hemlock Lady, and Kim. They're doing all glass from, I believe, 4 to 7.
Okay. Go ahead.
And then you also have January Auction House, Mike. He's going on tomorrow. He usually goes on around 8. And then I think it's the Bad Boys, which is Oscar and Alex. They go on at 9.
It don't affect me. All right, we'll probably be doing an auction tomorrow at 7.
I was going to say, yeah, because you have Laurie's auction tomorrow at
How do you
7.
know?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because last week when I talked to you guys, and she said that she was going, when I asked her, she said that she was going to be doing an auction every Sunday at
You're a
7
smart
p.m.
ass. You're a smart ass.
No, she's just smart.
Just
So,
smart ass. She's one organized son of a gun, I'll tell you that. You want to join? Do
what?
you want to join?
Join the auction?
Yeah. It don't have to be your premier stuff. Let's everybody start unloading, middle of the road stuff that people could use for birthdays and holidays. You don't have to get your primary equipment.
Lori is going to have me on her auction?
Yeah.
Get out.
She just said, ask her. So I asked her.
I'm going to freaking cry. That's amazing.
This is the kind of bullshit I don't like dealing with. Toughen up, you wuss.
Oh my God. I would absolutely love that.
Because it's going to be laid back. Listen, this is what tomorrow's auction will be. Expect nothing, and you won't be disappointed. You know what I mean? Don't make it that I need to have a good auction because the cable bills do. Just pull out what you got and let's roll.
Oh my God. I have tears.
Oh, hi, Linda.
That is so. Oh, Lori, thank you so much. That is
Are you still playing with PayPal? You should go on. She's very upset that you asked her. Because she doesn't like you.
That's bullshit.
That's not true.
You better hope she comes on to defend yourselves. Or I'm going to start a big fucking war right now.
Oh my God.
She said no Italians. I said, she's not Italian. She's a fake one.
Oh. That is
I tricked her to come on the panel. Then I made her cry. I'm such a good man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Linda said you're always so uplifting, Kevin.
I am.
Wow.
Josh Groban wrote that song about me. You lift me up. And I don't know the words. She didn't say yes yet, though, so I'm a little
I
bit
absolutely say yes.
She said, "Screw you guys." You believe this shit, Lori? You gotta log in.
Yeah. How can
Well, maybe
you
she didn't say it like that, but she's thinking it.
How can you not say yes? That's wow.
Kevin, you're going to be in trouble if Lori logs in and hears what you're saying.
She's on the couch. I'm sure things will stop being flown across the room shortly.
You go, Lori.
Get him, Lori. Get him.
Why does everybody like him? My name's Lori. Everybody likes me. Ugh.
And may your aim always be true.
It might be good because the Jets are playing the Patriots at 1 o'clock, so we will not be talking to each other by 7.
God.
You can rest assured of that. Uh-oh.
Good morning, Linda the Ghost and Leo and Irene.
Linda, I've missed you.
I don't see you on there. You lift me up.
Hi, Lori.
Oh, can you see the invisible ink I use? It says
Patriots.
fuck the Patriots. So you know what? You guys hang out and do an auction, and me and Tina will sit on the phone talking bad about the two of you.
Oh my
That's what
God.
we'll do. So Susanna said yes.
Absolutely. I'm honored.
Oh, I know enough to be honest for me.
Not for you, for Lori.
I knew that was coming. So predictable.
Kevin, do you want some aloe? Because that was a serious burn.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to cell block B right now. You lift me up. Linda's the ghost. You know who that is? That's Linda Verwood.
Yes, I know. I told you
That's
that.
Linda. That's Linda Verwood, Lori. She got out of Spain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's in Sweden.
It's my little
She's a
sis,
ghost.
Kevin.
Hold on a second. She's your sister?
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
Really?
Like Victoria's that other woman sister.
I'm serious. I legally adopted Linda as my little sis.
Aw, that's so sweet. Hey guys, can I ask a question? Did anyone hear from Just Me Kathy? She didn't put out her video on Thursday. I just want to make sure she's okay.
Haven't seen anything.
I think I saw her yesterday or the day before. I'm
Okay.
not sure which day, but I know that she's dealing with bronchitis that she thinks turned into walking pneumonia. So
Oh,
yeah,
because
With all
she's very faithful on putting her Thursday night videos,
Yeah.
and one didn't pop up, and I went in to go look, and I didn't see anything, and I was just like, oh my God, there must
Yeah, it's
be,
been
there
a
has
week
to be
since
something.
she's put anything. So
yeah, with the temperature
Yeah.
changes, it's kicked her bronchitis back in, and she's been having a hard time with that.
She needs prednisone. It'll be gone in 3 days.
Yeah.
That's the miracle drug. Linda's now in Sweden freezing her ass off. Man, she needs
Yeah.
a break from everything for the past year and a half. Holy crap.
Linda travels everywhere, right?
Well, they went to Spain for vacation and got stuck there with COVID, from what I understand. So not that they had COVID, but because of the lockdowns and everything, there was no
Yeah.
travel. So
yeah.
Okay, Barbara.
Yeah.
I mean,
Until you
the lockdowns in Spain were so bad they actually had armed guards at the borders. You could not go past unless it was for a medical to get to a hospital for a reason.
Oh my goodness. Did
So
you
she's
guys
she's
did you
back in
guys
Sweden
hear
now.
that in Russia? It was on the news the other day that Russia was going into a complete lockdown as well, because it was just it's going crazy there as well.
Yeah,
No, it's not. It's not going crazy anywhere. Just remember it. It's not going crazy anywhere.
it's just what they're saying. But
Oh, okay. So believe half of the news.
Oh, nobody's dying from the booster shots either. Nope, that's not happening.
No, I got to get my third booster shot. I think I'm doing it this week.
All right, let's get an auction done before you go.
Kevin.
It's a thing, guys. That's what I'm telling you.
But before I die, I'm writing in my journal that I want it to be read on YouTube. Everything that I have to say to everyone.
Oh
On
boy.
YouTube.
Tina has to do that. She has to do a Tina rant with reading that.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
Who just fell? Larry fell.
Yep, Larry fell.
All right, so you guys are good for tomorrow. I can be left the hell alone. What? Oh, Susanna,
Yes,
does she have your email? Do you have Lori's email?
I do not.
Oh. bitchonwheels@aol.com. Oh, should I use the Hotmail? Oh, Gmail.
Don't. If you don't want to say it, my email.
I'll text it to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Susanna's is right there. Just
Oh,
look at the screen.
Huh?
Susanna's email.
Oh, Susanna's is right there on the screen. Oh, well, she just wants you to email her a picture that you want her to use for the thumbnail.
Okay.
Let me tell I got all of Susanna's information. She wasn't going to hide from me. Can't trust those Massachusettsians.
Kevin, did you receive my package yet to you?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I sent you an email, said, fuck you and your Yankee sticker.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah, saw it. I was even going to bring the package in the door. I saw it on the stoop. I'm like, All right, so let's go into... Yeah, you know what? You got a Mets fan and a Red Sox fan here. That really didn't go over that well because I started getting hit with the package.
I so did it on purpose.
He's like, "Is this one of your bitches sending you stuff?" I go, "No, it's Susanna." Like, you're lucky. Where's my text thing? Oh, there's message. And oddly enough, the only person whose name I got logged in my phone when we had to get, what was that, 2 weeks ago?
For
I have
what?
every phone number there. The only person's name I put on the phone number so far was you.
See, I'm privileged. I love it.
Yeah, but I used your last name, which I probably shouldn't have done.
Well, Larry said he wasn't saying anything anyway, and he's busy, so he decided to leave. He didn't fall out.
That's not cool.
Larry, you left us.
And nobody texts me. Nobody has. Well, a few people have my number, but nobody texts me.
No, I only get through with you on Facebook Messenger.
Yep.
Dooby.
Yeah, my Facebook Messenger is pretty much my way to communicate, and I don't have that on my phone. I refuse to put that in the Messenger on my phone because I had it on one of my phones once, and the damn thing would not shut the hell up. So nope.
Just turn off the notifications.
Yeah, well, I
heard that they're going to start up some flights to the U.S. again in November. Now, Linda is originally from here, correct?
I always thought she was from Texas for some reason.
No, she wants to come to Texas.
Yeah, she wants to go to Texas.
All right, Jay, you've made it perfectly clear that you claimed her, okay? Back off, guy. All right. COM. 75@gmail.com.
Yeah, she definitely does not have a Texan accent, that's for sure.
You could put a thumbnail on your thing too, directing people that you know to come over too, Susanna, if you wanted to. Lori's the last person to be territorial ever.
Okay, so let me ask you, you're speaking about the thumbnail, right? And
Yeah,
how do I do a thumbnail without putting a time? I don't know how to do that without putting a time that you're going to do a live, or I'm not sure how to do that.
You're asking the wrong guy. Yes, I am jealous, Linda Verud. I miss my bidding wars with her over where those 7 women used to hang out. It used to be me and Linda buying everything.
Yeah.
Back in the day, when we were young.
That's the other side.
I have zero knowledge with thumbnails and outros and intros and cilantro and anything with a tro.
So, geez, Susanna, you know who you have that you can ask that has knowledge about that stuff, right?
Yep, my editor.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Lori will tell you how to do it. She knows how to do everything.
Good.
She's been doing it for years.
Awesome.
Do we forget people? Huh?
I do.
And
I'm gonna say something that only Kodi's gonna get, and it's gonna be quite funny. But I'll just say it. I stopped going to those auctions because I bought the only thing I wanted. Nice, right, Kodi? Nice. Nice. Why bid on anything else?
Right.
Nice. I'm so charming. I can't stand it.
Yeah, the other thing that other things that I'll be able to put up for sale, the things that I don't make myself, is stuff that Linda sent to me because she told me that I could sell that, and then I send her, half of the money for it and stuff like that. Because she had some things sent here, jewelry and things that I still have. I just still haven't gotten organized.
I'm talking about a silver coin, Lori. I don't know why you're smacking yourself in the face. And yes, she'll meet up with you in Texas. Take her tomorrow.
May your aim always be true, Lori.
Don't worry, her aim is true. She doesn't need weapons. Those sharp, biting words.
Don't fuck with a math hole, man. We will get you.
She's soft, though. She does have that switch, though. Never miss. No, she doesn't miss.
Hi, Wendy.
Why don't you two guys just talk and figure this out?
Hi, Wendy.
Oh, is that Win D Kingdom?
Yep, Wendy's Kingdom. Mom of my favorite little Brit.
Wow, it's 72 degrees today, and it says the real fuel temperature is 72. Imagine that.
Hmm.
What are you doing? You're doing an update on me now, you fuckers. Sneaky bastards. If this Weeble doesn't stop with their bullshit, I will make terroristic threats.
Go for it.
They're annoying.
Then your
Kevin,
camera
I
will
just
suddenly
I just
start
sent
turning on.
Lori the information.
She's in the chat.
Oh.
She can hear you.
Lori, I just sent you my email with the picture, honey.
She just went outside. That's why I couldn't yell it to her, Susanna. Or else I would have just yelled. I would have just yelled it to her, but it's easier if we just type it.
Linda.
Really? See ya.
No. I like your yapping. Now he's not going to talk.
Kevin, Sagulicious.
Sorry. I had a spider on my bottle of Aleve. He had to mute himself. It's the only way he can be quiet.
Yep.
We love you, Kevin. Come back and talk to us.
Come back. Come back. Don't go to the light. Come back. Hey, did you see the auction that was on Hemlock's channel last night?
Just,
Yeah.
a 12, just so you guys know, there's a 12-second lag between StreamYard and YouTube. And
Yeah.
Lori wants to know, did you use 2 S's in Lori's story? If she didn't get
I
it.
did. Yep. I did.
Yeah, I was there last night. Bobby bought me a present.
She did.
Yeah, you're good friends with someone when they buy you a sex toy as a gift. Yep. Yep. She got me the purple butterfly. The one that Kim demonstrated, which was funny as hell.
I resent it again, but it was. Maybe tell her to check her spam or trash. Or she can hear me. I'm sorry. But what I wanted to say was on Hemlock's, not the After Dark, the one
Yeah.
before.
The previous
So,
one.
John Raven, I guess he was 2 sheets to the wind.
Oh yeah.
He bought the classic poo for $100, the stuffed animal.
Yeah.
But I couldn't just send that. Like, no. So I ended up putting that Hamilton 10-karat gold bezel watch with it. So I was like, there was no way I would
Yeah,
just send them.
is he going to remember that he bid on that for that high price?
I don't know. Well, when he gets the invoice, we'll see.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it, Bobby. I'm very lonely. I'm sorry, Wendy. Oh, good. I'm glad he's home and that he's on a medication that will help. That's good. Yeah, Lori, purple butterfly. It's it has controls, so it does thrusting and it has the beads at the top so that the beads move around. And then instead of a rabbit, like with the little clit stimulator, it's a butterfly, and the whole butterfly vibrates.
But
And it's cool. Yeah.
You don't have anybody with you. What are you going to do with it if you don't have a person?
Susanna, I love you, but they were originally invented for self-pleasure. They're more fun with somebody else, but yeah, you can use them yourself.
Okay.
I
Okay,
love you.
just saying.
I have a good imagination and I can reach. I'm good.
I'm just going to mute myself and probably get off the panel.
No, still here, Susanna.
Susanna, you should know. Always be careful the questions you ask me because I will answer you bluntly.
Yes, you will. And that's why I love you, because you are truthful, and that's what I love.
Yep. Hey, Linda, it is what it is, you know?
TMI.
Did you forget, Linda? Has it been that long that you don't know what happens on my channel?
Do you know that my headache pill, the sumatriptate, is kicking in? So, oh my goodness.
Does that mean your headache is going away or you're high?
Probably both.
Oh, okay.
Because they're very, very, very strong.
Yeah. I don't know. The only pain reliever I have right now is Aleve, and it doesn't really help much, but because my mom got me Aleve instead of Tylenol. Irene. I was going to say, Linda, if you've forgotten what it's like on my channel. Oh, Lori said she got them both now.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
So it just took a while to go through. I have that problem when I try to send email to someone with Gmail because I use Yahoo. And
okay.
Yahoo and Gmail do not like each other at all. They fight to get through, so it takes a while.
I've never had that problem with the two.
Really? I do all the time.
Well, because a lot of times on Lisa's channel, when people try to register, she never gets it on her Gmail. So I have them send it to my Yahoo because I don't want to publish my Gmail address. And then I get it right away and transfer it to her, and she gets it immediately. So.
Huh. Yeah, Irene, sometimes it can be a little too much, but you know, hey, tis what it is. Yeah, I'm not that old either, which is why I wanted the toy. I'm old, I'm not dead, you know? Yes, Kevin? Nope. He's like, unmute, mute.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Do I say something or do I not? Come on, Kevin. You've never held back before.
I see dead people.
Stop looking in mirrors, Kevin.
I can hear you.
I can hear you too.
You know, it's pretty funny how I was told I talk too much, but what does it? Shut up in the chat. Thank God for her. Is that Betty Boop?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Linda loves Betty
Linda,
Boop.
come on. Don't be rushing Christmas, please. God almighty, no. It's only 9 weeks away.
Linda loves Betty Boop and Skulls.
Skulls?
Skulls.
And Betty Boop. That's a
Yep.
combination and a half.
Yep. And butterflies.
And butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Butterflies, skulls, and Betty Boop.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm sure there are other things too, but those are the three that stick out in my mind.
Butterflies, really?
Wait, Linda, was it you that liked peacocks too?
Butterflies are cute. They don't last very long, though.
Linda also loves Christmas, so I'm surprised you haven't started decorating already.
Really? This year should be a good Christmas.
Bobby, I love you. Yep, and she loves Christmas.
Your pelvic floor. Okay, I'm out of here again.
Kevin. Peacocks, yes. Okay.
I got a question. Have you guys seen the influx of women's pooping commercials?
No, I don't have TV.
I'm not making this up. Anybody watch television or cable that sees the overabundance of women's pooping commercials?
Nope.
No.
It's only here, Lori.
I watch a little over-the-air TV, but no commercial cable stuff.
Yeah, I don't have cable or regular TV or anything. Christmas is nice. Halloween is my jam, though. I like Halloween.
I was like, thanks, Leonardo. Thank God. Hi, I'm a woman and I like to poop. That's how it starts out. And you're like, what? What'd you say? And then the next commercial was how to keep your vagina clean. And Hallmark's playing Christmas movies already, isn't it?
Probably. No, the commercial that's driving me crazy is the one for the purple bait for mice. And it shows all these little, like, felted mice characters in a restaurant eating purple bait and all dying. I'm like, that's morbid. Ew.
Okay. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I had to make my bed. It was bothering me that it wasn't made yet.
Didn't know you left.
It's because I'm quiet.
I never make my bed. I'm like, what the hell is the point? I'm just going to mess it up anyway.
Yeah, what's the point?
I
I mean,
haven't made my bed in 2 years. Just
Well, it would also be difficult for me to make the bed because I'm sitting on it all the time. So,
Papa, you mentioned earlier today that you have medication. Can I ask for what?
oh, you name it.
Heart?
Heart, diabetes,
What do you
kidneys.
take? What did they give you for your heart? Metropolol?
No, I'm on hydralazine and carvedilol, losartan.
Losartan.
Isoflurane. Huh?
Well, the losartan's for your thyroid.
No, it's for my heart. It was given to me by my
Yeah,
cardiologist when I
cardiac
had,
will prescribe it.
yeah, I just had a
You had AFib.
yeah, I just had a second stent put in last September. So
Yeah, the losartan is a trigger for your thyroid. The thyroid will start your AFib if they can't figure out
yeah,
with the metropolol, the Eliquis, the isosorbide, and the furosemide doesn't
Whoa.
get your stuff from not going into AFib. They will then go check the thyroid. It took 8 cardiologists to figure that out for me.
yeah.
Eight, not 3, and I'm exaggerating, 8 of them. Until he said, and I demanded to see a cardiologist that was over the age of 50, and he looked at the history for a year and a half and said, "Well, obviously this isn't working, but you got to stay on. And then you got to be weaned off of that stuff for a year. So it's not something that you can just be like, okay, I'm completely done, because you will have withdrawals and whatnot. And then once they gave me the knock on wood, the losartan and digoxin, I haven't had one episode. So mine was being triggered by my thyroid. I'd have no stents. I have no clogged arteries, knock on wood, nothing. And none of it. I was clean as a whistle, but the AFib was brutal.
Yeah.
So I was just curious if we was on the same stuff.
See, I ended up in the hospital December of 2013. I was extremely out of breath. Just couldn't even walk 20 feet without just acting like I was going to die.
I got it.
And they sent me in the to the ER, and the cardiologist came in. They had me all hooked up to everything, and he looked over at me and says, "Mr. Smith, I don't understand why you're talking to me. You should be dead." And
I heard the same thing when my heart rate was 260 when I got to the hospital the first time.
My LAD was 90% blocked.
Oof.
I should have been, like I said, I should have been dead at the time.
So you had blockage AFib. So you never took amiodarone?
No.
I knew nothing about any of this. And
Up until that time, I had only had just high blood pressure meds,
Yeah, I never had that. I'm not diabetic, had nothing. It just came out of nowhere.
And now 7 years, no, is it 7 years? Yeah, 7 years later, I have a second stent in the same artery. It's the one they call the Widowmaker.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Yeah.
I have a stent.
I thought bad cooking was called a Widowmaker.
Cheating husbands are called widowmakers. Yeah, they put a stent in when I went in for the fluid retention, and they told me I had congestive heart failure, and I ended up with a stent.
That's pretty funny.
skeeves me out thinking that there's like a foreign object in my heart. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
But
I make fun of it. I tell when people ask me about it, I tell them, says, yeah, my first stint was lonely and needed a friend. So
Aw.
the second one.
aw, Linda.
That's right, Linda.
What's the blood thinner they have you on?
Huh?
What blood thinner do they have you on?
They just took me off of that September 30th. I was on Effient.
Okay. That's similar to actually, Metropolis is the beta blocker. That's similar to Eliquis,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Eliquis is $600 a month.
Yeah.
Wow.
My Eliquis was only $30 for a 9-month supply. I mean, a 3-month supply.
Well, when you're self-employed, it don't work that way.
Yeah. Well, I'm on.
And then they made it. Then it made me unemployed.
I'm on Medicare now, so they cover pretty good.
Cool.
My Medicare doesn't have prescription coverage. I actually need to choose a plan, I guess. I got a thing in the mail the other day that to choose a plan, and it has prescription coverage on it, and it doesn't cost anything a month. So I need to switch and get that.
Yeah, I'm on the Aetna Medicare Advantage, and it is a wonderful plan.
I got to tell you, with all the insurance that you have in my whole working life, right, starting with Oxford, Blue Cross Blue Shield, by far the best one was Aetna.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I was on Humana the first 2 years of my Medicare coverage, and that was the suckiest insurance. I will never.
I don't have
ever
Medicare
go back there.
They're dragging me through the mud for that for some reason.
I loved was Pilgrim.
Who? You love killing pilgrims?
No, Pilgrim Health Insurance.
Well, she was in Massachusetts, so.
Oh, I got
Well,
you.
see, the reason I switched to Aetna is not only did they have a better plan, I could see whatever doctor I wanted to without referrals, but they also reimbursed Social Security for over half of my premium. So it actually gave me a raise each month in my check.
Well, there you go. That doesn't hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Considering I don't even get enough to live on, that would be nice, actually.
Yeah.
Pilgrim, I was covered 100% on everything, but we're going back like it was in the late 80s, early 90s.
Did you have a state job?
No, my ex-husband, because I was on his plan.
He had a state job or a government job?
Government job.
Yeah, that's why it's 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. If that was the
Yeah.
case in my lifetime, I would be going to the doctor once a week just to stay perfect, not wait and have everything hit me in one day.
Yeah, when my first wife was working at University of Texas here in Austin, her insurance coverage was 100%. I mean,
Linda, that's cool.
People don't understand how much income that is when they say, well, you only make this and that, but yeah, I've got 100% coverage. That's a lot of money annually to have that insurance.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you stub your finger, you can go to the doctor. It keeps you perfect. People, I mean, it's very expensive. It's tens of thousands of dollars a year of what it can help you with. People don't use it. And I was the same ignorant person who never used it. So now I know better. Anyway, I have to go mute again.
Well, I'm going to be ending this soon because my StreamYard is,
Yeah, we're almost 3 hours.
Yeah, a few more minutes.
You got 2 minutes and 32 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I can go a few minutes over, but.
Ooh, whichever one. Oh, wait, next Sunday's National Kodi Day.
Yeah, that's right.
Can't wait for these little bastards to come by. I'm going to give them, like, I don't know, leftover macaroni and shit. There you go. Eat this, you little. I should give them avocados.
or do like a post I put on my Facebook page. Do some chocolate covered Brussels sprouts for them.
Oh, that works again.
Kevin's house is going to end up getting egged and not with avocado.
Hey, look, it's a good way to get eggs.
Later, Irene.
Only if they stay in one piece, Kevin.
I like peas.
I said peace, not peas.
Piece?
Like pieces, like Reese's Pieces. Piece.
Pieces of eggs?
Okay, only if the eggs stay whole. How's that?
Oh, they don't do what we used to do in New York, hard-boiled eggs and give kids welts on their head?
No.
That's
Yeah,
mean.
it was. Using Nair when you're running around with shaving cream fights was mean too.
Yeah, that would be mean.
All you had to do is be faster than one person.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Well, the same thing applies during the zombie apocalypse when that happens. You just have to be faster than the person behind you.
But Bobby just threw up.
Mm-hmm.
Brussels sprouts.
Must have
Is that
been
why,
the
Bobby?
chocolate covered Brussels sprouts.
Ugh. Either that or me scraping eggs off the side of the house and frying them.
Ew, gross.
Egg salad. Yummy.
Welcome to Kevin's Roadkill Cafe.
Mhm. Hey, give me some fresh roadkill. I can whip up a mighty good dish.
Oh, Brussels sprouts, when they're mushy, they stink like high heavens. It's worse than smelling cabbage cooking. Blech.
Ew, Linda.
I am quite impressed. Brussels sprouts. Do you realize it's just one of those things that everybody spells Brussels sprouts wrong? It's actually Brussels sprout. Don't ask me why I know that.
Yep.
Brussels actually has an S at the end.
Right. And it's not a plural S. That's just the way it's spelled.
Yeah. And just like everybody calls a possum Possum, and that's incorrect.
Yeah.
It's an opossum.
Opossum.
Yeah,
Opossum.
somewhere along the line they dropped the O.
And there's another one. Why is a gnome called a gnome when it's supposed to be gnome?
Oh no, no. And here comes the gnomes conversation.
The
Susanna,
king of gnomes here.
Susanna, you asked that during another live
It's
one
true.
time, and I looked it up and answered you. I don't remember what the answer was, but it dates back to the language that it originally came from. The G's were always silent.
Yeah.
No, if people are always harassing me about how to pronounce words, I'm going to start pronouncing them exactly how the letters are. So it's a gnome.
Do you have one on your lawn?
But the
No,
way you pronounce words is not how they're always spelled. So for correct pronunciation, you still have to say them correctly. I mean, you don't say cano or knife.
Well, why not?
English is one
It
of the
should
hardest
be.
languages for pronunciations you've ever seen. So.
Why is it pants and not pant?
Pant.
Why is it pants?
Because
Put on your
pant
pants.
is what a dog does when it's overheated.
So
Yeah,
why do they
you-
make your clothes be pants? I'm talking about when you put on slacks, jeans, pants. Why is it pants? Why isn't it just pant or
Kevin,
jean?
I know that Kodi has to go, but I think you should continue this on your channel.
No, I got a lot of work to do today.
Oh.
I do. I have to go fight with Macari. I have to go fight with eBay.
Oh, geez. You know you're going to win.
No, these places, they don't even know that they're working there. You know, you get some guy that can't speak and he says his name is Steve, and I'm like, oh, my name's Aknod.
Linda, do you really? In Sweden, they pronounce it gnome.
Oh, they pronounce it Ganon. That's hilarious.
See? Gnome.
I happen to agree with you. Gnome. Do you have one on your lawn, Susanna?
I do not.
Oh, you should get one. It's a good thing to have.
No, because if there's a pineapple next to it, then I'm going to have people at my door. Rhonda told me.
A gnome and a pineapple?
Actually, no. If you have a pineapple and it's upside down on your door, then yeah. And if you have
What the hell are you talking about?
if you have a gnome in a rose bush or something, that's another. Which is stupid. It's to indicate that you're a swinger.
What?
Yeah.
I got to go buy some gnomes.
I used to do ceramics. I used to paint ceramics, and I painted a lot of gnomes. I did a lot of gnomes when I was painting ceramics.
Susanna,
Yes.
could you please send Lori how you want to get paid? You get paid through PayPal?
I do.
So it's that email she has on the screen at PayPal, right?
Yes.
SusannaArt68@gmail.com PayPal.
Hmm.
Does that help you, Lori? Lori? Okay, I'm good for 5 minutes.
Yeah, pant is what an animal does. Well, panting is what anybody does when they're out of breath.
I understand that, but don't you tell people, say, put on your slacks, put on your pair of pants?
Yep.
Okay, so why is it pants?
It's plural. You have two pants on or just one?
Well, you're going to tell me a pant is a leg?
A pant is a leg? Well, let me read this.
Oh, my Lord.
Pant is what an animal does. I had a cooler biker gnome.
You're missing the point. Forget about what dogs do. And they're not panting. They're actually sweating out of their tongue.
Yep.
When someone says put on a pair of pants, why is it plural?
Yeah, it's just one article of clothing, so why is it plural?
Right, that's what I mean.
It's the same with panties. Why do people say panties?
Oh, because it's cool.
Okay.
Because panties. No.
It's still just one article of clothing.
And why do they call underwear ball huggers?
In a bra, right? If you're covering two boobies, why isn't it bras? Why is it just one bra?
Because it's one article of clothing.
Exactly. You're making my pants argument very well for me.
Yeah.
She said boobies. 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 She said boobies.
And let me tell you, those
No.
those uplift bra things, the ones that are supposed to lift and give you cleavage and stuff if you have small boobs, they make those for larger breasts, and don't ever try one of those. I almost killed myself with one of those.
I almost suffocated. My boobs
get
came
it.
all the way up to my mouth.
Yeah, I couldn't get it off, and I almost choked myself out. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. What the hell? Yeah, never put one of those on if you have anything larger than a B cup.
No, I have to say, I actually don't need the little, the lifter uppers. I had a breast reduction done. So they're always smiling. They're so cute. They're always smiling.
I haven't actually worn a bra in about 10 years. I hate them. I absolutely hate them.
It's the first thing that comes off when I walk in the door. Oh my God, so funny. I used to work for Home Depot, right? And then as soon as I get out of work, I'd get in my my truck, and the first thing that came off, before even starting my truck, I would take my bra off and just whip it in the back seat. So there was a time there must have been like, I don't know, 10 bras in the back. And my son came in with his friend. I picked them up and was giving them a ride. And my son's friend, he's like, what the hell is this?
They're fruit bags. So you used to carry your cantaloupes.
My son's like, Mom, seriously, you need to clean up your truck. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't wear. They hurt my back if I put them on because they pull on my shoulders and hurt my neck. And I just haven't worn one in about 10 years. I still have some somewhere, but
Boobies.
I don't bother with them.
Boobies.
My party tit does not like to be confined.
You're who?
My party tit.
What?
I've copyrighted the word tit and tits. Don't forget who I am.
I don't like that word.
You cannot copyright a commonly used word.
Oh, yes, I can.
No, you can't.
I can.
You can't.
How come it's can't and not can'ts? Nice.
I see what you did there.
You did. You did. It's very scary that me and Kodi understand each other. It's very dangerous. If we have a bolt turned on somebody, it'd be ugly.
Right?
So, Susanna, 7 o'clock. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
That is
The Red Sox should be finished off tonight, so you won't have to worry about that.
That is 100% perfect.
Let this go fuck a goat mean what she said to me. 7 p.m. Bring it and sling it.
If anybody has any links they want to drop in the chat, feel free to go right ahead and do that.
Did you do a link yet? Oh, no, I'm just asking so we could put it in the thingy there. Thingy theory. Thingamajig. Suzanne, are you going to be around the YouTube world today?
I am, honey. I will. And
Okay, good. So when she's done with the link, we'll let you know. Because
Yes.
I can't for the next couple of hours, but I would like to drop it there so everyone could take advantage. Come on by, come one, come all.
Hi, Patrick.
We might pop out a couple of high-end things.
I will
Depending on.
definitely promote it on the.
Does anybody like Tiffany?
I love Tiffany.
I don't even know her.
And I don't mean the girl who says, I think we're alone now in the mall.
I think we're alone
now.
Why does everybody know that song?
Susanna, we just did that at the same time. That
We
was so
did.
funny.
We actually did. That's funny. Let me go check this out. Hold on. Don't shut the
Wait.
live yet.
I have to do the Patrick thing. Like, why, yes, hello. Patrick Murphy sent me to say hello. Light up that thumbs up. There. Hi, Patrick.
And if you have nothing to do later, I'll be selling yellow cock rings.
Kevin is the first one to say cock rings today.
Dude, I cannot believe how he never broke character with that.
That was awesome.
Takes a lot to make me laugh or I can't talk, and I lost my shit.
I can't look at him the same now when he shows regular like action figure toys and comics and stuff. All I have in my head is him selling cock rings.
Come on. When he said you can buy one, but if you lose some, you can get 3 4-packs. I'm like, who's losing 12 of them? He's like, how about this? We'll give
They have those, Bobby.
We'll do three packs for $10. Yes.
I can't even find the link for tonight on Nikki's channel.
Anyone seen that video?
I know. I looked a while ago. I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Minnesota. I got a bunch of Minnesota Wild shirts for kids I got to post today.
There is such a thing as a vibrating cock ring.
Okay. Control has been lost. Ground control to Major Tom. Kodi, you're 3 minutes and 10 minutes. 10 hours and 2 minutes. 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Actually, we're 3 hours and 12 minutes and 5 seconds.
Hey, question. Is this Insomniacs going on tonight?
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, hold on. I'll go grab that.
Yep.
Unless someone else grabs the link before I do.
I'm working on it.
Muscat. Papa, when do you want to start selling?
I have to work out a way to get to the post office to send the packages off first.
They'll come pick them up from you.
Yeah.
They will not. I've called them. They will not do it.
Seriously?
Yep.
Then use UPS because they will.
I live in an apartment. They will not pick up.
Oh.
Won't I have to believe you because you're asking them to send it out.
Insomniacs link for tonight.
Yep, I put it in too.
Oh.
I don't even see it. I'm getting off of StreamYard. I'm going back over to YouTube. Here we go. Everything's on time.
Patrick said, well, you're going to break a few along the way. LOL, wear and tear.
Oh, it's like, putting too much mileage on it.
Patrick has high hopes for everyone. Okay.
So tonight on Nikki's channel, it's going to be me and Tania, Hemlock Lady.
Oh, that's going to turn into a giggle fest. To me, it's hilarious. Listen, I got some crap here to sell you. What do you want to grab? Listen, buy some of this shit.
Hey, at least Tania doesn't hold people hostage, Susanna.
Yeah.
I think this is my cue. Go up my cup. Yeah, Linda, it's going to spiral out of control as long as Patrick comes in. Hey, you used to be known as the cell phone guy, Patrick. Now you're known as the sex toy guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah, he only picks one number on Cajun's Bingo every Monday, 69.
I'm Patrick Murphy, and I'm here to serve you.
I believe in y'all.
I believe in y'all. I believe that children are a future, except for in Kodi's chat.
So Kevin, for Monday, I'm going to put it on the schedule.
Monday?
That
They said Friday.
Community news. I'm going to let everyone know that it's going to be on your channel.
Yeah, I'll get you the time back. Don't you worry. And I don't think you should be giving, even though you trust people, don't give anybody the controls of your channel. Strangest shit has happened.
But yeah, it's
Well, how
you.
about
It's
this?
not.
I don't want control of no one's channel because I will fuck with you. All right, I'm just being honest. I'll be bored where they go. I'm gonna go fuck with Susanna. I'm gonna go take. I'm gonna go take all of her videos and put them on hide mode. Barbara, it's tomorrow at 7 p.m. It's Lori and Susanna,
I am so honored.
and I'll have a private auction on the dark web as soon as Patrick gives me the password, and he won't do it. Hey, welcome
So,
to Patrick's Disco.
so guys, I'm gonna
Yeah.
drop my link to my channel. I only need 3 more people to sub, so it could be 375. I'm only asking for 3, and I know you guys have your second channels.
I don't have a second channel.
Wait a minute. I need some. Susanna now has more subs than me. I'm quitting YouTube right now. I remember when she had 3.
I know.
I know.
Every day I lose 5. I'm down to 307 again. That's amazing.
I know a lot of people have other channels. I only have this channel.
Is she whining to go out again?
All the goodies I sold that night is sponsored by After Dark. Go over to Shadow Woman.
Barbara, yes, yesterday at 7 p.m. on Lori's story. We'll drop the link as soon as it gets done.
Yeah, well, last night, Patrick, the After Dark show was on Tania Lady channel. Rhonda's taking a break for the weekend. So, but yeah, they did have the After Dark show last night.
I only have one channel as well.
Yeah. But if I had another channel, Susan, I would sub to you.
I don't have to hide behind fake names.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to sound cool. Yeah, I don't need to do that.
I honestly have no need for a second channel. So.
Yes, you will.
Why?
Because you should keep separate. This should turn into a business channel, and then you should have a new channel to turn into a bullshit channel. So this way, you already have the subs here. Grow off of that.
Yeah.
And then have a separate, bullshit channel.
Yeah, like Cajun did. He's got the live channel and then his regular channel.
And he's got a cooking channel.
And he's got a cooking channel, yeah.
Right, and the cooking. Yeah.
Bye, Bobby. I'm going too.
Yeah,
Bobby.
You got to save your time, Kodi.
Yeah, I got to shut this down so that I have time to do lives for the rest of the month.
Well, it's been fun, guys.
Thank you guys for coming on the panel.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. See you guys tonight.
Bye.
And thank you, everyone in the chat. I appreciate y'all being here.
Bye.
Bye, Papa.
Bye.
Patrick. Have a great day, everybody. And thank you for coming and spending time with us. And having a giggle and a chuckle and a laugh and chilling out. Appreciate your being here. And we will see you around the YouTube. Bye, everybody.